Venkateswara Veterinary University and support from the Central Association of Indian Association of Women Veterinarians. So I welcome all of you for this webinar on organic production and healthcare systems, which is a very apt topic and which is an innovative area, and each and every veterinarian should be aware of these topics. So we have taken up this, and in this we are having three eminent speakers and with three very good topics to introduce all the veterinarians about this organic livestock production system and what's the need of it and what's its importance. This will be taken up by Dr. Maheshendra sir, who is a principal scientist and former head of Division of Extension Education, Indian Veterinary Research Institute, India, and ethno-veterinary medicine, which is having very good relevance to organic livestock production. This will be dealt by Dr. Punyamurthy sir, who is Emeritus Scientist of Transdisciplinary University and Homeopathy in Veterinary Medicine, which is also having much relevance to the organic production system. This will be dealt by Dr. Srikalam Madam from Kerala. Who is a holistic veterinarian who is working as consultant and serving in the area of this veterinary homeo medicine. So I welcome all of you for this webinar, which will be very useful, and this is the beginning of this series, and we will, depending on the interest and demand, we will have this kind of workshops, direct workshops also we are hoping, depending on the request from the participants. Madam, Dr. Madhuswami Madam, very nice to have you here. I request you to please address our gathering on this webinar day. Please, ma'am. Dr. Madhuswami Madam. Dr. Madhuswami Madam. Dr. Madhuswami is President of Central Association of Indian Association of Women Veterinarians. I request the Madam to address our gathering briefly. Please, ma'am.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Now we can hear you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so thank you so much, Dr. Pradapati. And it feels nice to be here. I'm delighted and honored to be addressing the participants of the webinar on the organic production and healthcare system, which is being jointly organized by the Andhra Pradesh State Chapter of IIWV, as well as Department of Veterinary Animal Husbandry Extension Education, India College of Veterinary Science, Ganagaram.
Yes.
The way we farm, as it is said, that the way we farm has a direct impact on the global health. In the search for meeting the increased food demand, the industrial farming practices have polluted the environment and have also led to the global epidemics of a series of metabolic disorders, be it diabetes, obesity, and things like that. So in today's health-conscious world, the choice between conventional and organic foods has become increasingly significant. While both may look similar on the surface, the methods of cultivation as well as the animal husbandry practices can yield vastly different outcomes, particularly concerning our health. As per the available statistics, India ranks 6th in terms of world organic agricultural land, and I think first in terms of total number of producers as per the 2021 data. To boost the organic produce in the country, the APIDA, Ministry of Commerce and Industries, Government of India, has implemented the National Program for Organic Production, as you all know, known as NPOP. And with proud, we can say, India remains a country with the most organic producers as of today. So organic livestock farming has a greater demand due to more focus on sustainability. According to FAO, livestock contributes to nearly 40% of the total agricultural output in developed countries and 20% in the developing ones, supporting the livelihood of at least 1.3 billion people worldwide. 34% of the global food protein supply comes from the livestock. So, transferring knowledge on how to promote health on organic farms cannot be based on a simple rollout of recipe like recommendations. Instead, it definitely needs a dynamic process based on intensive social interaction with the peers, personal engagement, and self reflection with open minded questions more than any quantifiable health metrics. Animals are main part of the organic farming, and sustainability of organic farming is not possible without implementation of the organic livestock farming. So the organic dairy products, they make up to the 22.3% of overall organic farm products in the world. Under organic livestock production systems, it is expected that the organic meat, poultry, and egg products come from farms that have been inspected to verify that they meet the rigorous standards which mandate the use of organic feed, prohibit the use of antibiotics, give animals access to outdoor fresh air, sunlight, or in short, meet the Indian national standards for organic produce. The global market of organic product is growing rapidly. In recent years, more focus on food quality, food security, animal welfare, traceability, environment, and public health have led to the rapid emergence of the organic livestock farming. Tropical countries like India have greater opportunity to harness the advantages of this emerging interest of people for organic products linked to their optimum health. I earnestly congratulate the organizers of the webinar for choosing such a relevant topic and sincerely hope that all the participants will gain immensely listening to the views of the learned speakers. Further, I appeal that we ensure the implementation of the knowledge assessed today into improving and increasing the organic produce vis-a-vis a good healthcare system in the country. Thank you so much to the organizers and wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for your encouraging words and permitting us to have a webinar in this on behalf of our Indian Association of Women Veterinarians. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yes, ma'am. Dr. Anand Kumar, sir. Sir, Dr. Anand Kumar, sir.
He was waiting to be admitted into that one, so he need to be admitted.
I think he joined, sir. He is there. Anand Kumar, sir. He is there, sir. He is.
Yes, madam.
Sir, just on behalf of our university, please address our gathering, sir. Please,
Madam,
one or two. Sir, please.
Good morning, all the delegates. On behalf of the Indian College of Veterinary Science, I welcome all the participants for this particular webinar, and I wish Dr. Subramanyeswari for the successful conduct of the webinar, and I congratulate for conducting the apt theme for the Tune to the Times. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, madam, we will start the presentations now. I will invite, yes, ma'am. Sir, Dr. Mahesh Chandra, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Dr. Mahesh Chandra, sir. Dr. Mahesh Chandra, sir, is a principal scientist who joined in this ARS in 1991, and he is presently working as principal scientist, and he is earlier former head of the Division of Extension Education and joint director of Extension Education at IVRI. So far, for the last over 32 years of his service, he guided 44 PG and PhD students as a chairman in veterinary extension education. He is associated with the national and international bodies dealing with agricultural extension, sustainable agriculture, and organic farming. And he has developed standards in the national and international committees of sustainable agriculture. And he is having very good significant contribution in the area of organic farming. And he is involved in organic farming since 1996, that is for the last 28 years. And for his contribution in organic farming, towards outstanding research in agricultural research, he received the prestigious Rafi Ahmad Kidwai Award, Outstanding Research in Agricultural Sciences by the Indian Council of Agriculture Research. He is also the recipient of Best Teacher Award at IVRA and as well as Indian Council of Agriculture Research. He has attended 49 international conferences as an invited speaker and as an expert in the area of organic farming as well as agricultural extension. And he is having at his credit many number of online blogs to disseminate information to reach large number of audience through this ICT platform. And presently he is involved in the GATI project, that is gender advancement through transforming institutions. He is one of the project coordinator of this GATI project, gender involvement, in association with International International Rice Research Institute. So we are very fortunate, and thank you so much, sir, for accepting our invitation to address our veterinarians to orient about organic livestock farming and its relevance and the importance of animal welfare in it. Please, sir.
Thank you very much. At the outset, I thank Indian Association of Women Veterinarian and Sri Venkatara Veterinary University, in particular NTR College of Veterinary Science. It's my pleasure that being here, and I thank you hugely for this one. And I'm also very happy to see very learned people here, right from Dr. Madhuswamy, the Professor Punyamurthy sir. He's doing a lot of work in this sector. And then Sirikala ma'am, this one she will be speaker. The learned speakers are there. So I thank all of you. And then you have given me an opportunity to speak at this platform, a topic which is very dear to me since very long. So I shall be talking about, and Madhuswamy ma'am has already given a very good introduction about organic agriculture and why, and she has also given indication that why this organic agriculture and organic livestock being so central to organic farming, it has not attracted that much attention as it should have. So I shall be talking about the livestock component of organic farming. And then you have given already fairly good amount of my introduction. What I am doing that towards the end of, after once I finish it, I will also let all the participants know how I came into organic agriculture and how I started it. And then it is a brief presentation in continuation of this presentation. So let me share my presentation.
Please, sir.
I think it is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the topic which has been assigned to me, organic animal husbandry for human health, animal welfare and better environment. Actually, this is a very good title wherein you have added human health into it. Nowadays, we are talking about One Health. So no components should be talked in isolation. So the human health and animal health or plant health. So organic takes care of all these three in an integrated manner. So we believe that when plant health is good, it will be good for the human as well as animal health. And human health and animal health is, if it is good, it will be good for plant health. So it is all well connected. So let me start briefly with the definition of. So I should not read that. So largely the essence of organic agriculture is that external inputs, market purchase inputs are minimized or not at all used. So this is a synthetic chemical fertilizers, pesticides, veterinary drugs, genetically modified seeds and breeds, preservatives, additives, and irradiation. We know if we are adding these things in our production process, that pollutes the environment and that cause adverse health effect on human or plant health or animal health. Maybe momentarily we get relief, but in the long run, they affects the environment as such. So it is considered to be holistic production management system. So instead of chemicals, site-specific management practices are preferred, be it plant production or animal health care. So whatever is locally available, how we can do. So before 1960s, we were doing a lot of work on that by trial and error, everything we were trying to do, manage livestock health as well as human health. But as soon as chemicals were introduced, we stopped researching on that. So maybe later speakers will talk about all these aspects about how we should research more on alternative systems of the production. So one more thing, we differentiate this organic production with the conventional production system is that it is done as per the written standards and guidelines, subject to audit, label, and certification, and marketed as organic product. If we have to market some product, it has to follow certain guidelines, and we have to make the written records of the process. So what is actually happening? Why we are getting a big push towards this kind of a system? Consumers are increasingly looking for fresh, safe, and high quality products. You might have seen that as the education is going up and we are becoming more aware about, we are also becoming health conscious about. Earlier, you might have seen that we would not read the labels in the products, date of manufacture, date of expiry, and some of these things. Earlier, we would go to a shop and buy things straightway, whatever it is, we never care to read the labels. This morning itself, I disposed of 3 products, very good quality products. But you see, I saw the date was expiry, was over. So I thought I should not consume it because earlier you imagine long back, we were never cared about this one. But now things are changing. And then willingness to pay for high quality products include meat and eggs. You might have seen eggs are selling at 6 rupees per egg, up to 12 rupees per egg. Why it is so that people are believing that some freshness, they are attaching value to freshness and some quality, and then if freshness and then all quality parameters they are looking into say meat or also milk. If we find that milk is also available for 30 rupees per liter and also 120 rupees per liter within India itself. So you can see why people want unadulterated thing. They are looking for the safe product. And then big export revenues are possible in organic sector. So many importing countries are not buying the conventionally produced products from India. Here lies an opportunity for India to export this product. So we are having up to our export of organic product touched up to 1,000, some 8,000 crore rupees. This is nearly 1,000 million US dollar. But now currently it is around $500 million. So now we can see that this is the opportunity. So for the developing country producers, it's a very good opportunity. That is why India is gearing up for this change. In fact, India is a success story in organic products, and I'll tell you how it is. Government is supporting organic and natural farming in a big way that you might be hearing. Many programs in recent times have come up. Earlier, we are talking only of organic farming. Now we started talking about natural farming also, including the degree and certificate programs in that. There are multiple challenges, but there are contentious issues associated with. It is not so easy at the same time to do. There are 4 principles of organic agriculture as propagated by International Federation of Organic Agriculture Movement, with which I am associated since long in a various capacity as a standards committee member also since 2007. So principle of health, this is the number 1 principle of health in organic agriculture. So health is given top priority. So everything which ensures good health, it is taken care of by the organic production. Principal ecology, we have to take care of the ecology also, all the surrounding, not only of our health, we have to see the plant health, because plant health directly impact our health also. Principle of fairness, we have to be fair to the environment, fair to the people, and principles of care. Everything, whatever we are doing, we have to do with lot of care. So now this is the, soil. Soil is a fundamental thing. Everything starts from the soil. If it is of good quality, so the plant will grow healthier plant. And in the healthier plant, if it is by animal or by consumed by human being, they will be healthier. This is the basic fundamental premise of organic agriculture. And if animal is given good feed or fodder, it will yield good products. And then also in the form of the bioproducts like cow dung and all, it is coming from animals. It will go back. In this circulatory agriculture, it will be going back to soil to make it fertile. And so chemicals are not needed if we are taking care of this kind of a production system. So food production system, the new requirement as we hear increasingly quality. Climate change, we are listening. Nutrition, we are talking about. Food safety has become very important. Food production system should be very efficient, and animal welfare. So animal welfare is emphasized a lot now. Somebody will say that what human health has to do with animal welfare. So it is very important. So we should not be living for ourselves. We have to take care of those species which we live together, we depend on. Symbiotic relation with the every animal species, insect, even insects and pests, we have to take care of in such a manner that no one gets adversely affected, so that our environment remains a pure system. So now when there is demand, there has to supply. If we are talking of organic production and growing demand, there has to be a supply. Consumers are asking for certified organic products. If we say that consumers are asking for certified organic product, somebody has to produce this organic product, following the organic guidelines and certification standards. Who are these people and how they will do it? We are the people. We are the technical people, maybe extension advisory services, State Department of Animal Husbandry people, or extension service providers. They have to give that technical guidance to the producers so that they produce organic products which can be supplied to the market where the consumers are demanding organic product. If technically our people, producers, are not competent enough to produce, so supply will be limited. Or if it is not within India, will be some people, those who want to consume organic product, they will be import from the outside countries. So we have to improve our indigenous capacity for the organic products. So now we have to think whether we can compete, our farmers can compete with the global market now. It is not necessary that we'll consume only products which are produced within country. If it is not some product we want to eat, we can import from outside also in a global situation now. It's a kind of a global situation. Not only Indian producer will supply to Indian consumers. We can buy American products in India itself. So now if you look at the scenario in the market, if you go to shopping malls, even in India, in Indian metros, even the smaller towns like Bareilly, where I live, when I'm visiting the shopping mall, I see a lot of the organic products. Of course, cereals and pulses and all these kind of honey and all these products. Not much livestock product in smaller towns. But if you go to the Western market, you see. This is the picture what you see that the organic bio ghee, it is written. So 7 years back, I took this picture in Hamburg in Germany. And I asked the shopkeeper where from he got this product. He said from Dubai. Maybe some Indian producers sent it back to Dubai, sent it to Dubai. They package it as per the Western requirement and they shipped it to Germany. So now it is available in the German market. You see the right corner, the photo, this is organic chicken. I took this photo. So I got it photo in Korea. You see this kind of development is happening. So India cannot remain detached from this kind of development, what is happening worldwide. So this is a clear picture. You see original Ayurveda bio ghee. How marketers are promoting their products globally, this kind of product. You see the meat product, how nicely it has been packed. So this is the global latest statistics. And this is the document, online available, most credible document about the organic data worldwide. Lot many people are involved. And every year in February in Nuremberg, in Germany, they release the data by the FIBEL, the organization in Switzerland, together with this FIBEL, they with IFM together, they publish this data. So this shows that India is now in the #1 position, 2.4 million certified organic producer it is showing, but Government of India, Ministry of Agriculture data says now we are more than 4 million because this is a little older data. And in terms of number of certified, farmland also, India has become now 2nd position because Ministry of Agriculture and Government of India is making rapid development in this sector. So now in terms of number of producers, #1 India, and in terms of land also, India has become second number. So some people may debate whether the organic products are nutritious or they are in better taste. Some people still may debate, but whatever they make, the market is growing globally. Wherever abroad I go, last September I was in November I was in US, San Francisco. With my son, I visited so many shopping malls and I saw so many organic products are kept in the shelf there. Likewise in China also. Recently, wherever I've been going there, I find different variety of organic products, including livestock products we see, and different variants, grass-fed organic milk, pesticide-free or antibiotic-free milk and like that. So now this is the development in India organics. Some of you might not be aware about National Program on Organic Product project was launched in 2001 NPOP by APIDA. It was not by Ministry of Agriculture because APIDA was Commerce Ministry was getting a lot of import order from the Western countries. So they were eager to launch it. So NPOP, National Program on Organic Project, National Project on Organic Farming, National Program on Organic National. I'm not able to. National Project on Organic Project something NPOP. Right now also I am associated with this revamping of this one. As a committee member, we are trying to redesign this NPOP program, National Plan on Organic. How we say, Subramanian, can you tell it?
Sir,
The NPOP.
National Program for Organic Production.
Yes, and the NPOP. So sorry, I
Yes, sir.
just. The National Center for Organic Farming was launched established in 2004 at Ghaziabad. NPOF was National Project on Organic Farming was launched by ICR in 2005, and PGS India program was launched in 2011. I'm happy to share that the Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying recently now they have constituted a committee where I am a member. Now they want to develop PGS standard for dairy projects also, dairy products also. Sikkim declared as organic state in 2006, and then FSSAI, Food Safety Standard Authority of India, they launched in 2007 a Jaivik Bharat logo. Master's course in organic farming was approved in 2021 by ICAR. It is already approved. If any university want, they can go for. Large area certification in Andaman and Nicobar, Ladakh and Lakshadweep. The area where chemicals have not been sprayed, they can declare themselves as organic. Government can declare it. Organic district scheme has also launched. Dang district in Gujarat in 2021 was declared fully organic. Curriculum for Natural Farming Degree Program developed in 2023. So you can see this kind of development is happening. This is some of the success story of India. How many number of 2.66 million. Then the 4.43 million organic farmers in India. And this is the production figures. So this was, and our current figure is 771 million. Now it is a little reduced to $500 million of organic product we are exporting. So organic products in domestic as well export market is going up. Startups are coming up. So now India exported 2,125 kilograms of certified clarified butter to UAE. That is ghee, we are exporting to UAE. This figure has also gone up to this one, 50 tons of the cheese was exported to UAE by some private dairy companies in India. So, this kind of a packaging, organic cow ghee, this is by the Dairy Cooperative India. West Sundarabani Dairy Cooperative is by West Bengal. So are these slides shifting? Sometimes they get stuck. Are these slides moving?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So then the organic care, the labeling and packaging, now they are not big containers, small containers. So there are the consumer demand like that. So organic markets in developed countries inspire developing country producer. What is happening in the Western countries, that is also slowly has happening in Indian markets also. You see the branded certified organic dairy products which are available in Indian market. These are not the picture from the abroad. This is the Indian scenario. Hills and Valley, Waste in Pune, they produce and they are targeting export market, lucrative export market for the organic animal products. Not only cereals, pulses, fruits, vegetables or nuts we are exporting. Tea, coffee, sugar, cotton we are exporting. But now there is a big opportunity for livestock products. So this is by Akshay Kalpa in Bangalore. So they are producers of organic milk and milk products. So now this topic, this is a dairy cooperative, Sundareni. It's Sundareni Dairy Cooperative based in Bengal, by the West Bengal Dairy Cooperative Federation, supported by the National Dairy Development Board. So now, there many women are they involved in, you can see in the picture, they are producing this one and they are marketing the products and many milk products. So this is the Government of India logo for the organic product. Wherever you see, now this logo is being redesigned together with the Food Safety Standard Authority of India logo. There will be a common logo for India. Now this logo you won't see further. Now it is because in the recent meeting which I attended. So then it was being discussed that this logo has been, they have redesigned. So there will be a common logo of Food Safety Standard Authority of India plus Government of India logo for the India Organic. It will no longer be there earlier. Now this is Jaivik Bharat logo. So this is, so there are the operators, 52 certified organic dairy operators, like 65 meat operators and 3 certified organic egg operators certified. They are certified operators. We have their certificate. These startups are coming up. And say, for example, this is outskirts of the Hyderabad, the Srikan Mana. So he was organic, Saro organic fresh milk. He has also designed a poster. I visited his dairy some 3-4 years back, some 30 kilometers away from Hyderabad outside. So he is a small dairy and he was very much ambitious about this one, very passionate about this. Unfortunately, he's no more now, but the dairy farm may be running with the support of the NARM, National Academy of Agricultural Management, and then their incubator scheme. They were supporting him in helping to organic produce. So now cow dung, also because it serves as a fertility, as a manure to the organic farmers. So together we cannot think of only earning from the organic milk alone. We also can think of the cow dung which is coming out, so that can be sold. You see the how nicely BVSC final year student of the Pukud Veterinary College. They came to IVRI for presentation on their startup idea, and they came up this cow dung manure. So nicely, you see the packaging. If you keep this packet in a shopping mall, somebody will tear it off and they will start eating it. And in fact, it's a cow dung. Dried manure, they fabricated a machine and they dried up the moisture. And if you keep a packet like this of manure in a shopping mall, people will get motivated to buy it, to thinking of their indoor plants. They will have indoor plants and they will buy it and they will keep it nicely priced, 99 rupees. What does it mean? 49 rupees per kg, selling the cow dung. And then we selected under Navodaya scheme, IVRI selected them, these boys, for the this one, for support under Navodaya scheme, RKVOI, Navodaya scheme. So unfortunately, college did not allow come for 2 months training. So they could not. But you see Gobar Gold. So nicely they have named it also. There are multiple variety of can be produced from the cow dung. And progressive dairy farmers are wishing to go organic. Here I want to ask the faculty many a time, if a dairy farmer approached to you and asking that how to switch over from conventional dairy production to the organic production. So do you have that capacity to tell him? I have seen many a time, sometimes we don't know something and we tell people don't do it. Because you don't know it, we tell them don't do it. If a smart farmer is there, he will tell you, sir, I am not asking you whether to do or not. I am asking how to do it. Do you know? If you don't know, I will go to another shop. And the shop is by NGOs and private people, consultants. So the government people have to improve their capacity in organic production. What are the standards? How to do it? So some people say organic is needed. It is a fad. It is kind of a impractical ideas of whatsoever it is. But our program, NPOP, National Program on Organic Production, we are running. That project is going on. That program is going on. Government of India is taking so much of interest. There are so much scheme to support. And we are saying we don't know about it. So it is not acceptable. So this is the book. Those who are younger generation, sometime they might be looking for information where to get. They can browse the APIDA website and can download this document, National Program for Organic Production, NPOP document, wherein all the standards have been written. And also they can visit the page by APIDA page on NPOP to get all data regarding this. So this is the big book which I wrote in 2013. Dr. Subramanian sir is one of the co-author because she did her PhD thesis in organic farming in Uttarakhand state. So she happens to be co-author, and ICR sold this book for 625 rupees. And that was reprinted in 2017 again, because looking at the demand for this book. And when I was consulting for the State Department of Animal Husbandry, in fact, Sikkim Organic Mission into this one. And then I wrote a small document, a PDF file for them, and they have published as a 38-page document, which is very helpful to the State Department of Animal Husbandry in Sikkim when they converted to. So this in 2006 ICR short course I organized. So this one of the participant, Dr. Subramanian sir, she was doing at that time PhD at IVRI. She was shown in this picture also. ICR later on also supported and sponsored another short course later on. In 2016, I did another course, short course. So this is the Sikkim government field veterinarians. So I went there, I trained them for a day-long workshop on organic animal husbandry, how to assist their farmers. And the Sikkim government, State Department of Animal Husbandry requested me to train their field veterinarians. These 15 of them, they came to IVR and I gave them training for 5 days. Likewise, I trained the inspectors of the certification bodies, those who are eligible for certifying livestock operations. Out of 31 certification agencies, 7 or 8 are eligible to certify livestock products also. They have been accredited by APIDA to certify livestock operations also. So this is Rajasthan Organic Certification Agency, ROCA, has certified their inspector on how to certify organic animal operation, organic livestock production. Likewise, Aditi in Bangalore, I certified their inspector. I trained them. I went to Bangalore and I trained their inspectors. So here, Naran Upadhyay, the ED director, executive director of the Aditi. So he invited me and I trained all the inspectors. So this one recently also APIDA organized training for all the certification bodies. So I was invited to give a lecture on organic livestock certification at Delhi. All the certification bodies across India, they were in Delhi to attend this training. So now this organic livestock production in Germany. So Germany, I have been going often to IFM to attend several standards committee meeting. So I saw that how the pig farming. If you see their intensive pig production, so it is so narrow space they provide because they will let them accumulate fat. They will not allow this one. So we are talking of welfare also. This is what is the welfare, where a pig is moving around so freely. If at all somebody will question that, even if you are going to kill this pig and eat it, then why to care of their welfare and happiness? I would say that if at all you are going to eat any animal or a pig, you eat happy animal. So I can say only that, keep them happier so long they are alive. So this cage poultry is not allowed, and they are freedom, all movement freedom. So this top picture is the oldest picture. So 1996, when I went to Copenhagen in Denmark to see the organic farming, to attend a conference on organic farming, I took this picture of the pigs. So they were moving so freely, and the small space was also provided. Whenever they wanted to go inside, they can go around. And a small pond was also created so that they can perform their poking behavior. They have a rooting behavior wherein they poke their nose into muddy water. So if they are able to perform their natural behavior, they feel happy. So less toxins will be produced in their body. So this kind of you see how happily these animals are moving. If you confine them in small, narrow space in intensive production system, they will feel a lot uncomfortable. So likewise, government is doing a lot of mudra from this cow dung and all. Now you see the right-hand picture where calf is suckling mother's milk. Now in the Europe, it is a top research area, keeping calf together with mother. So when calf is kept together with mother, so it means what? That the immune system of mother as well as calf will be boosted. Their health requirement will be low. I just make fun of my colleague in Europe. Whenever they are making presentation on this and giving a lot of data about when they are keeping calf together and when they are weaning away the calf from the cow, as we do in conventional system, and they are seeing the changes, how much changes are there. So I see that this is our age-old traditional practice in India, in our villages. Since my childhood, I have seen calf used to suckle mother's milk for a long time. Even human babies, including myself, we used to suckle mother's milk. Likewise, you see that they keep mother and calf together happy. Likewise. So now this thing is being revived again. Again, now no early weaning. Otherwise, you see the weaning system in the Western countries, they wean away the calf the very day it is born, because they separate it from mother. So it will have adverse impact on the cow, obviously, or any other animal. So these are some of the DST initiatives, Sutra, like where they are inviting proposals on the cow dung and cattle urine and all. So scientists. So NDDB has a big project on cow dung manure and this one. So this is Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying Committee on organic standards. So I'm one of the committee members, so that's why I'm sorry here. So these are our research priorities. Low productivity in organic production is a common complaint. Everybody complains, but we have stopped researching on the organic methods. Once we got the chemical alternative, we stopped researching. We have to do again. Technology input substitute chemicals are not available. We are not having bio inputs. We have to produce bio input. We have to do research. funding for research on organic agriculture is very limited. Yes, as you conventional, we are getting a lot of the funds, so many projects. But how much fund is being given for the organic research? Very little. Now government is trying to allocate slowly more money. So dedicated research institution on organic agriculture lacking. Fortunately, the now CR is having NPOF, National Project on Organic Farming, where almost nearly 30 institutions, state agriculture universities, and unfortunately, as of now, no animal science institute is associated with NPOF. There's a good opportunity for the veterinary institution. They can request DDG, Natural Research Management in ICR to include university animal component into NPOF. So that is very important. Take away from this seminar, you can request that let us do research on this one. Because of course they have started slowly, but no animal science institute or university is associated on animal component on NPOF as of now. Effective substitute required to antibiotics, vaccination, allopathic drugs, and non-medicated feeds. We need to have alternatives. So other speakers, they will speak on that one. Plant-based health products based on indigenous technical knowledge system need experimental validation for efficacy and safety. So this is very important aspect. So breeding, selecting breed which are well adapted to local condition, do well under organic management. This is one principle that if we are now there is a lot of focus on our indigenous breeds. Government is giving a lot of attention to this one. So the breeds which were on the verge of extinction, now they are being revived. So now there is a lot of conservation effort, promotion efforts, budget is being provided. So now these breeds, we can say in coming years, the population of the indigenous cattle will go up. Indigenous livestock will go up. So feeding is very important in organic production, that we have to chemical-free feed and fodder. We have to provide them. Disease control, prevention is better than cure, applies well to organic system. So Dr. Punnamurthy sir will be talking about this one. Managing health issues with minimum allopathic drugs, antibiotic is the key. So in subsequent speakers, they will talk about practical methods of controlling internal and external parasite in life. So these are needed. Extensive and intensive research on alternate medicine is required. So I'm leaving it to the other speakers on this one. You see this kind of this is a plant material they used to apply, but now simply we are injecting the antibiotic doses, and that has implication for human health. If you are consuming to this antibiotic residues, laced milk, if you are consuming, that has impact on us. So now the National Innovation Foundation in Ahmedabad, so they are validating so many indigenous practices of this one. And there is one veterinarian also. My own student is there, Dr. Ravi Kumar, who is scientist C there. So then if you can get in touch with, if you have some plant material and you can collaborate with him, he's collaborating with many different institutions in veterinary, many different veterinary colleges, wherein they are patenting, helping in patenting the product after trial and validating the product for the animal health product. And they are getting patent also for their product later on, together with the person who has given the basic information. So now housing, then now if we are talking of preventive methods, housing is a very important. This, you can look into these pictures. They are very convenient, comfortable housing for the livestock. If you are keeping livestock, that we assume that they will have less health problems. So now this kind of a housing system, imagine about this one. So this, if you see the animal house for the pig where I'm standing in Korea, you look at, if you provide this kind of animal housing for the human beings, if you provide this kind of a house, the farmer likely to throw his animal on the street, and they will themselves start living in this, because for human dwelling itself at many places are not so good. So you see very convenient, wherein animals are happily moving around, and this kind of a housing is very important in the organic systems. So a lot of literature in the European countries and other developed countries are coming up related to organic production, organic cattle production, organic pig production, and likewise. So now I visited in last September a very huge dairy in China. Can you imagine how many cows were there in that dairy? 1 lakh cows were there, and 56,000 cows were in milk, and they are producing 1.6 million liters of certified organic milk. 1.6 million, 16 lakh liters of milk per day. So China Sangmu Organic Milk Limited, you can browse their website, you can look into, you will find all the information into that one. You see the lush green alfalfa crop here in the fodder. So you see, and this is a desert in the Bainur. So then the desert area, they have given such an arrangement they have made by drip irrigation and kind of a irrigation system and all. So this is such a huge dairy I visited, and it was a kind of a very inspiring example, and all state of the art, all the processing facility they had. You can yourself imagine a single dairy producing 16 lakh liters of milk production, processing, not only processing, but producing. If they are not collecting from small scale farmers anywhere, it is their own production. So now I usually ask about in my presentation, what is this product? It is shown there. So those who are, of course, there is not much opportunity to interact with the listeners, but this is the cheese. Again, this farmer I visited in 2019 in Italy. So Hombre Dairy. So they were having 250 Holstein Friesian cows, and they were turning it to cheese for export to other European countries, certified organic cheese produced by, and anybody who is interested to watch a video, 2.5 minute video of this particular dairy, I have given the link, Hombre Dairy, that is close to Modena. And then I purchased half a kg of cheese for my local organic farmer in Bareilly. I'm motivating him to keep some cows in his farm also. But instead of that, he's now started turning into viticulture, grape farming. Now he's very passionate about grape farming. He's converting his 40-acre farm to grapes. And he want to make certified organic wine instead of milk, but he is switching over. But wherever I go, I try to buy some organic stuff for those known organic farmers. Shopping malls in Western countries are flooded with organic food products like that. This one, I took this photo in San Francisco in November. You see organic grove, and they have this kind of. And if you want to see further information about organic agriculture and maybe livestock production also, slowly they will also give out this fact how biopesticide, how to control ticks, maybe some other pests and the animals and all. So this excess agriculture, because I have been working with them for some time, they invited me to speak about the excess agriculture videos. Many freely you can download so many videos on organic farming also on natural farming practices. So this is a saying about. Now I just want to quickly tell about my own story, how my journey in organic agriculture, how I came into this one. So, I got posting in, I was basically posted in Soil Institute. Later on, within a year, I was transferred to IVRI Mukteswar campus. There was no student work, nothing. And anybody would have got frustrated. I was posted in Division of Veterinary Virology. I'm extension person, and I was posted in Division of Veterinary Virology. So I was looking for what to do. So I started looking for the literature in the library. Mukteswar Library is a very rich library, very good journals used to come in. Then I found out that one of the ICAR regional committee has recommended that the Mountain Institute should work on organic farming. That was in 1993-94. Then I submitted a proposal in 1995, submitted the proposal, director IVRI and the station charge Mukteswar campus approved the project, and I was allowed to work on organic agriculture in 1996. So then I worked on that one. So what I did, this is my UG classmate, Harish Tiwari, together with one farmer, and we were allocated 1 hectare land. We grew organic vegetable into this one. This is our farm. Brinjals and tomatoes and cabbage, cauliflower, we are growing into this one and trying to use. You imagine we started working in 95, 94, 96, 97, at that period. So when today itself is organic is a very innovative thing for many, something new. But we started working at 1996. So this is the story about this one. So this is my staff. We used to harvest the vegetable, would sell to the consumers, local our campus people. And then for a scientist, it is not good enough growing vegetable and selling it. That is not our job. So we sold it and recorded. These are the receipts, selling 300 rupees of the vegetables I sold under organic project. And these are hard copies are still maintained with me. Because organic is so passionate to me, I'm having all the receipts of the sale of the organic product still with me. And then this is the consumer survey. Now, again, this is not the end of the job for a scientist. What we did, we developed a small questionnaire, and then we surveyed the campus residents, those who are buying vegetable from us. We wanted to know their opinion with respect to the taste. So then again, that is not the end of the job. What we do, So the challenges encountered, disease and pest couldn't be controlled using organic method. That was the challenge at that time. Still, it is a challenge today. So now this is also what I'm saying. Producing organic vegetables, selling them and surveying is not the end of the job. Then what I did, I wrote a review paper at the time. And I presented this I submitted in a 11th Organic Scientific Conference in Copenhagen, Denmark in 1996. That is now a book of a chapter. New Research in Organic Agriculture is the name of the book, published by IFM, and this is included as a chapter. So then next year, the vegetable growing experience I narrated, I wrote another paper. I submitted it to the International Conference on Human Nutrition that was in Tufts University, US, Boston. So I presented that one and it was fully sponsored. So now then later on, because I work in the livestock institutes, it won't work if I continue working on vegetables and crops like that. So I took a project on livestock, SWOT analysis of organic livestock production in India that ran up to 6 years, 2005 to 2011. So I conducted a survey, focus case studies through the student research and like that, and then networking through our short courses and all that way we did. And now these were the focus studies. One was Uttarakhand by Dr. Subramaniaswari and another by Vikas from Assam. These were the PhD students. One MSc thesis, 3 PhD research thesis based on during that period. I'm not going into the project details. Please leave it. So these are again the same pictures of the training, and also the Directorate of Extension Government of India sponsored one training program, organic animal. That was the field veterinarians. From the many state field veterinarians they attended, and they regularly asked me, sir, when you are organizing next program on organic animal husbandry. So many were from Andhra also, field veterinarians, they attended this training program. So this is a capacity building program that is same, the Rajasthan, and I did the certification already. This is the farmer group they visit sometime. So this is a publication. Unfortunately, this did not save. So my publication related. This is the way you see they are selling this paper, Organic Agriculture 3 Innovation with Research, and the 35 euro is the cost of this paper. And you can see at that time when I took this picture, that was 400 nearly, and that I've taken the 5 or 6 years back this picture, and there's so many downloads because it is not in the free access. It is not freely available. You have to buy this paper. So this together with my other student, Dr. Kannadasan, I wrote this paper, and it is also in the open access. You have to, even I had to buy this paper, and they would, just to make it freely available, they were asking me 2 lakh rupees. I said, I won't pay, but it is published. Those who are buying, they want it. So they provided me reprints. So that paper is published in Organic Agriculture. But I happen to be one of the editors of this journal. Those who want to publish any paper related to organic livestock, and I'm one of the associate editor in this Journal of Organic Agriculture published by Springer. So this is the book, this is the handbook chapter, Organic Animal Husbandry. Again, this chapter is being revised currently under revision. This is the old issue of the handbook of animal husbandry published by ICR. So now currently under revision, where again I am reading. This is the book published by Dr. Subramaniaswari, again by the Lambert publisher. So these are some of the online, and also I am having a mobile app on giving information about organic. So far as in the beginning, you are told that 49 deputation I have abroad. Most of these related to organic farming. So I just attended many conferences. These are different Government of India committees wherein I am member of the committees. So recent one is recently 10 days back, I got a letter regarding PGS for dairy by the Government of India. There is a PGS committee, some 4 or 5 members are there. Will be developing PGS, Participatory Guarantee System guidelines for the organic dairying. So these just again, these are several books and publications. So it is most concerned with the scientists. So ultimate thing for a scientist that you should be doing satisfaction at the end of the day. Whatever you have been doing, it should result in a kind of a proper reward on some kind of a satisfaction. So I think in ICR system, this is the highest award one can aspire for. Rafi Ahmad Kidwai Award, valuing 5 lakh rupees, was bestowed to me in 2020 for the year 2021 at the Foundation Day ceremony of ICR. It was given by Ministry of Agriculture, Government of India. This is the citation, certificate, and the cash award. This Rafi Ahmad Kidwai Award for outstanding research in agriculture sciences. Mine was in the social science. So I thank my organization ICR for recognizing my work in the area of organic agriculture right from 1996. But then, so it gives me further inspiration and motivation to do even better. So with this, I complete my presentation. Thank you very much for patiently hearing. If you have any question, I am ready to answer. So I thank one again to the Sri Venkateswara Veterinary University, in particular TR College of Veterinary Science and Indian Association of Women Veterinarians for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much. I can answer this.
Sir. Thank you, sir. Dr. Sirisha?
Yes, ma'am. Sir, I am very privileged to propose vote of thanks, sir. Sir, thank you very much for accepting our invitation and taking time out of your busy schedule to provide valuable insights on this innovative topic, sir. So this topic is very much apt for present scenario, and we have so many important takeaways, especially for the field level application, sir. Thank you very much for the informative seminar, sir. Thank you, sir.
So let's stop sharing.
Sir, excuse me, sir, some questions are there.
Okay. I can read some question here. Is there any certification body in Chhattisgarh? If not, then what is the procedure? Okay. You can look into APIDA website. Also in the NPOP, they have given the list of the certification agencies. And then and now currently under the revised system of NPOP, they are allocating different regions for different certification agencies. So you can look into, and then also statewide certification agencies are also there. Say, for example, in case of Madhya Pradesh, I know Madhya Pradesh State Certification Agency for Organic Agriculture. There is in case of Madhya Pradesh. Likewise, maybe Chhattisgarh might be having a state agency, but also you can have a look on these 30, and their addresses are also given. You can find out which one is there. But in case of livestock, if you are looking that there is, you can contact ROCA. I am not recommending here any particular certification agency, but out of the 9 which are eligible, you can get in touch with them. Any other question there? If anyone can speak also if there is.
Please enlighten, sir, please enlighten something about dairy waste management.
Dairy?
Waste management.
Actually, this is not my area. This is dairy waste management. So I can talk about. That is a very specific question about the dairy waste management. So waste, if your organic farm is there, dairy farm is there, the waste will be considered very good for this one. But if you are looking for the strict guideline for the waste also, there are standards for waste management also under organic system. Waste management guidelines for organic production system are already there. So you can look into that, how it is done.
In APIDA website, sir?
No, you can look into the guidelines, organic guidelines you can look into.
APIDA website, the guidelines.
I don't know what does it mean, what they mean by the waste management into this one. So cow dung can be made into the products and the processed. So and then it should not be contaminated with other chemicals. It should not leach into the soil. Sometimes what happens, we dump it like that and there is leaching and it pollutes the groundwater also sometimes. We have to take care of all these aspects. And that has been mentioned into the waste management section of the standards.
Yes, sir. In organic, the compost preparation is, the procedure is very much important, sir. Earlier in traditional dairy farming, they used to dump, but that manure prepared from that, and in this organic different compost preparations, it is having more manure is more valuable in organic management, sir.
Actually, now we are talking more about the circulatory agriculture. Circulatory
Yes,
agriculture,
exactly.
all on farm, all you have to circulate your resources. Along with the dairy waste, you can mix up with the plant material or whatever is available in the farm, and it will become very good compost. And let it go then into the farm recycled. So your dependence on the market will be very less if you are circulating your all resources within the farm. And the Government of India is having a full-fledged under Niti Aayog section on the circulatory agriculture. So when you are browsing any literature on the waste management, also have a look on the Niti Aayog's document on the circulatory agriculture. So that you will find a lot of information related to this one.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So, Dr. Umashankar, sir, I hope you got the information. He's the person who requested.
Now I can read his name.
Yes, sir. Yes. Okay, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the time. and
How
clarifying
to-
it. Thank you, sir.
Okay, it's my pleasure.
So, dear participants, hope you got some idea about organic production and what is the status in India and around the world. And you might have got some information sources also where to browse, because this time is not enough to transfer all the information. So now let us move to the next session, that is by Professor Punyamurthy sir. Sir, good morning, sir. Dr. Punyamurthy sir.
Yes, hello.
Sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
you hear me? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So now we will have information, good information about ethno-veterinary medicine. Professor Punyamurthy sir, he is involved in academics, research and extension. He is having 44 years of experience. He since 1990 he is working in Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, Tamil Nadu Veterinary University, that is TANVAS, Transdisciplinary University, and National Dairy Development Board as a veterinary clinical pharmacologist. And since 2001, he is working as a translational scientist, mainstreaming traditional Siddha herbal knowledge all over India. And he is also the founder of PG Diploma course in ethno-veterinary practice, which is being offered by Tamil Nadu Veterinary University, that is TANVAS, and FRLHT, Bangalore. And he is international expert for antibiotic-free milk, meat and egg production through Siddha herbal medicine. And he is the Indian expert in ethno-veterinary medicine to Netherlands, Portugal, Ethiopia, and Uganda, and under Indo-Dutch program. And he has trained many veterinarians, and as a former professor of pharmacology and toxicology, TANVAS, he had executed since 2002 a translational research approach to assess, innovate, experiment, and integrate clinically effective ethno-veterinary herbal remedies based on traditional Siddha principles against mastitis, FMD, and lumpy skin disease, and a score of other conditions in standalone mode. And his pioneering efforts to telemode had made possible the last mile connectivity in rural India for primary veterinary health care. And wounds and inflammation, enteritis, rumen disorders, endo and ectoparasitism, reproductive disorders, mastitis, FMD, lumpy skin disease, and other infections are being treated with success by both the farmers and veterinarians for 20 years in a standalone mode without synthetic chemicals, paving the way for antimicrobial resistant free, AMR free livestock production. And he is the recipient of many awards. He is the recipient of in 2024 this year, Nammazwar Memorial Award for his work in the ethno-veterinary medicine, and Dairy Innovators. He is the recipient of Lifetime Achievement Award by Dairy Connect 2023. And he is by the Indian Veterinary Association. He has been awarded as the best ethno-veterinary practitioner and Indian Achievers Forum Man of Excellence in 2022. And he received Lifetime Achievement Award from the Indian Veterinary Association 2019. He is the recipient of Fellow of National Society for Ethnopharmacology and Indian Society of Veterinary Pharmacology and Toxicology. And he received Lifetime Achievement for promoting Siddha medicine, Government Siddha Medical College, Palayam Kottai, Tamil Nadu. And he is the recipient of other many awards since in his academics also. So he has guided 49 PG Diploma Ethno-Veterinary practitioners for PhD and 5 for PhD and students also. Sir,
Yes.
Mr. Punyamurthy
Yes,
sir,
madam.
we are
Yes,
very
madam.
fortunate
Yeah.
to have you here. to orient our veterinarians about the ethno-veterinary medicine.
So thank you, Dr. Subramanieswari.
Sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
And my slide is
Yes.
visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. And maybe very good afternoon to my learned colleagues, Dr. Magesh Chandraji and Madam Madhuswamy as the president of the Indian Women Veterinary Association, and my colleagues in the Andhra chapter, Women Veterinary Association, having thought about a concept which is growing leaps and bounds in the recent past. So it has been very enchanting to listen to Dr. Magesh Chandraji. I have heard about him for a long time, since 2001 when I started working on this. One of the first books released about his just then released souvenir, he sent it to me to Tanjavur. One word I would not forget in that, in his forward he writes, at that time most of the Indian farmers by default they are organic. So, you know, that situation unfortunately changed. People started using so many chemicals, herbicides, fertilizers for unnecessary reasons, unnecessarily. And that has been a serious issue. So the word organic farming, organic agriculture, sustainable agriculture, now sir was mentioning about circulatory agriculture. So people are trying all ways and means to impress upon the people that how much possible for us to be close with nature, try to follow the rules of the nature, how to keep this 6 inches, that is 15 centimeter thick fertile soil will help keep all flora and fauna, including the humanity, or at least a foreseeable future. So that is very important now. So all the chemicals that we are using in our food systems, in our day-to-day life of mobility and senility, whatever we call sedentary living style. So all these things are again coming into the water bodies, into the soil. So we are accumulating so much of chemicals, which is giving a very doomed picture for the entire humanity, including all the flora and fauna. So this is not yet another topic of fancy thinking or something. This is going to be our lifeline. So the Wageningen team members were here in NDDB looking into the impact of our team's ethno-veterinary approach into organic livestock production. Their team project is mentioned as the nature positive food system. I was told by the team members that Wageningen University now trying to bring all the departments in the university into this one project, one institute. That is what they were telling, because people are isolated in their work. They are working in deep silos. So organic production is not an isolated concept. We have to involve. Dr. Magesh Chandraji was mentioning, it is not an isolated concept. Everybody should think into the environment, the soil, plant, food systems, all animals, everything. So in that line, I will just go through the way I have been, why I was coming from the pharmacology of the modern synthetic chemicals to this area of ethno-veterinary medicine. So I will quickly go through this. So you see, ethno-veterinary medicine is a term talking about the traditional knowledge, because you know there are many other systems which I'll also explain during the course of my talk. But one of the important things I would like to mention, because somebody will be seeing this video record sometime later also, at any point of time, they should realize that for a long time it's a neglected area, and that period is over now. So it is accepted globally as an evidence-based medicine, and we are doing every possible way to prove that what we are doing is very cleanly, very openly, scientifically based, and with untamperable data of very large numbers being repeatedly done over a period of so many years. So whatever you say in science, reliability, repeatability, and reproducibility are being followed in this also. So some of the mind blocks we have to remove from the people, that most of the Earth's metabolism is microbial. We often forget that. And there are millions and millions of bacteria and viruses in every drop of water, soil, wherever you go, you have this. But unfortunately, we think that we can kill everything else other than human beings, which is a very childish approach towards life. And we forget that the earth belongs to the microbes, not to the human beings. If you are not in tune with nature, if you are not accepting the facts that how microbes are essential, the insects, the fungi, all lives are essential in the web of life to maintain any possibility of keeping human beings on this surface of earth. So this is something we have to keep in mind. And we also should realize that all the 5 elements, which we call Panchaputas, which they all have a very clean way of connecting themselves. We often forget, and we work in, as I mentioned to you, deep silos, isolated, even within the campuses in anatomy, physiology, pathology, microbiology, pharmacology, parasitology, but we have to come together at some point. Reading them separately, bringing them some order is okay. Training the veterinarians in individual departments is okay, individual discipline is okay, but we have to come together at some point of time to realize that we are looking at a cow or a goat or a sheep as an individual animal, but it's part of nature and we shouldn't forget about that. And we'll keep always this point in mind. So very recently, in the last about, say, 15, 20 years, people realized that we haven't studied much about the microbiome. And see, this microbiota studies have thrown completely different set of thinking. And people were talking about one disease, one microbe, one microbe population. If you demolish, everything will be fine. So very absurd way of thinking. So medical science, health, they have to completely revise their thinking that one microbe model of disease is no more valid. One molecule against one disease also is completely invalid now. So these are all things which helped some quarters for their vested interest, and people have realized that is not the way we are going to pursue further about health, whether it is human beings or animals or plants. So One Health is all about the environment, all animals and the plants, because we are talking more about the plant, because food is an important component for keeping all these animals and their web of food healthy. So there are very many things, but unfortunately, only veterinarians and some part of the agriculture and other scientists, they are part of this. Medical graduates or medical fraternity, they never come into this. They think they are completely isolated. They are isolated, and unfortunate that they will never understand unless they come join this and see everything in one way. One Health, the government should make enough efforts, and we are also pressing wherever possible, bring medical professional from the human side into this One Health. So let us talk as a veterinarian how much we are contributing to this. So one of the earliest things for anybody who is thinking about alternative approaches in healthcare, think about the whole evolution of animals, plants, and all the millions of years which have gone earlier to bring about this day. So the parasites, the microbes, the animals, the plants, everything, they have all co-evolved, and you cannot isolate them. If something goes wrong, as we are talking about the viral virulence, in the recent COVID also, or Zika virus, whatever you say. So it's all because of disturbance in the environment. If you are reducing the forest area, if you are removing the particular population of, in the web, some insects, see, removing the beetles from the land will keep all this dung unutilized. So there are so many things we can talk for hours about how our individual actions have disturbed the overall serenity of this environment. So now some of the important things like this microRNA, plant kingdom, between the plant and the animal kingdom, crosstalk, for some time they thought in the modern science it's not possible. Crosstalk between the plant kingdom and animal kingdom. Now it is very much proven that there is every way possible that plant and animals talk at the molecular level. So this is very important because many people think how phytochemicals can help in health, because we are all used to think only some chemicals can bring about prevention and treatment. So another area, I talked about microbes in general, and now you talk about the antimicrobial resistance. One of the most dangerous concepts people are talking but very worried to address because they see no solution at sight. But the problem is real. It is not impending. It is very much there. And there are so many ways people are talking, beating around the bush, like surveillance. You try to minimize, you follow antibiotic stewardship, reduce the use of antibiotic, but nobody wants to take the reins and ride the horse because it's very unruly. AMR has become very unruly and people are really worried. Please take it from me. We have been working in the last 2.5 decades in this, and we have the solution. Don't worry about the problems. We have solutions. Why there should be a review of antibiotics protocol by the international agency? Why they should say something should be had a good access, something should be watchfully used, and something should be reserved? It's all because there is a problem. That's why WHO came with this amendment in the use of antibiotics. But it's very unfortunate practitioners in the field are not aware of this or the problem, and what they are having the short-sighted use of very advanced third-generation antibiotics as the first line of defense, which is absolutely dangerous and also unethical and illegal also, because the legality is being very clearly indicated that you should not use these things in the first place. So now we are tired of this ineffective therapy in terms of mastitis. You do get the swelling reduced, but you don't get the milk back. In young calves, diarrhea is there, you are not able to cure. The animal is down, you are giving injections, but the animal is not getting up. So how will you deal with this situation where there is a failure which is very obvious on the face of the farmer as well as veterinary? You have to think about alternatives. So alternative is not just about jumping from one slab to the another. So we have to think seriously, what is the most strong area of knowledge system, how best it can be used, how best it can be scaled, how best it can be disseminated. Because in extension, if you are transferring a technology, if it should be scalable, and if 100% are using, you get 90%. Even if you go 100,000 people, you should get around that 90% success. Then only it's a transferable technology. EVM is a wonderfully transferable technology. So we have fallen back to the ancient knowledge system, and it is nothing new. We have already been using all these ethno leads into many of these products available. So the plants are abundant, the knowledge is abundant, and we are taking into a knowledge system is one of the oldest in the world and very continuous knowledge system. This is what it's a continuity of this knowledge system, Siddha, Ayurveda, Unani, Swarikpa, as far as the Indian subcontinent is concerned. So we are talking about EVM, the traditional Siddha veterinary medicine, because I am from Tamil Nadu, I am working on the Siddha traditional knowledge. People in other areas will work on their respective system like Ayurveda, Unani, and Swarikpa. So this is something which is very important because this knowledge system has thrown a lot of light into using these things. Why I chose this, why this is very successful, we'll go through this. Before that, when somebody is telling why you are using plant-based materials. So I remember talking with my colleague and friend, Dr. Michael Huffman is a primatologist who has been working on the zoopharmacognosy area. The taste, texture, and fragrance of a plant is connected with the evolution from the single-celled organism to various evolutionary pathways, primates, and then the Homo erectus, Homo and all so many other species of the human beings, finally Homo sapiens. So you see, we have been connected continuously. If the primates could use their knowledge, if the canines in the wild, in the other animals in the wild, in the elephants in the wild, can connect themselves to some plant in terms of ill health in when they are pregnant, when the wormlet is more, and what should prevent the same line of Homo sapiens developed in this line of evolution. So we have that connectivity. We have, unfortunately, we are now isolated in concrete jungles in apartments, but that doesn't mean. So that is why this disconnect for a short time of say 200 years. Now we have gone back to this knowledge system. So if you see that spices and these culinary things only for taste buds, well, they are very much for there, but they are also part of this wider spectrum of ethno-veterinary medicine knowledge system, and they are very effectively used in our day-to-day activities. So one should know about Hortus malabaricus, which was published in 1678 by Hendrik van Reed from Netherlands. He was son of a forest officer in Amsterdam. He came to India through the Dutch company, Dutch East India Company, and then after seeing the wealth in the Western Ghats, one of the oldest mountain ranges in the world, and the flora and fauna of that area, he was mesmerized. So he did 12 volumes. And Professor Manilal of Kerala has translated from Latin into Malayalam and English 12 volumes of veritable information on this Hortus malabaricus is Malabar garden. So you see so much of information, beautifully exhibited drawings showing the exact nature and the color, fluorescence, all those things. But when I was in Netherlands, in the other countries, Portugal, where these things have happened and they have the copy of this, nothing has brought them any advantage because this knowledge belongs to us. We only know that. So this particular photo on the left, you see when I am addressing a group of veterinarians in Lisbon, Portugal. I asked them, why did you come in the afternoon of 2 o'clock, attend a program of this type? They said, many of the clients don't want injections or tablets to their animals. So they wanted to see, they are all already trained in traditional Chinese medicine, acupuncture and homeopathy, veterinary homeopathy. So people are looking for alternatives. So that was in 2014, 10 years earlier. You know that the trend has only grown more. So they are spending their own money after DVM to study something which is not part of their curriculum. So it is very much part of our tradition. It is in the society in our country. So it is quite natural that we are falling for it. Government of India, we have already made the syllabus for ethno-veterinary practices. I think 24-25, once everything, after the elections, everything settles down, the new veterinary council will put that into the MS minimum standards for veterinary education 24-25 as part of the curriculum. So people are worried. So the plant chemicals are numerous, over 100,000, the plant secondary metabolites. The next question is whether it is scientific, whether you can explain what is a mechanism of action. Don't worry about it. For the last 20 years, we have got enough data, and within our work of the last 20 years, we have made every effort to do reverse pharmacology, both in vitro, in vivo, and also information flow analysis of the very high order to prove that whatever we see clinically, we could explain in terms of the modern understanding at the molecular level. So this is something quite possible, and you can see 15-20 components in one go. We have the technology, we have the state-of-the-art equipment now. It can be studied and has been published very easily. So another area is medicine should also include an important topic, because we do genetics separately, we don't bring that into medicine. Evolutionary biology or evolutionary medicine is an important department added in many institutes abroad, and we don't give a damn to that, unfortunate, because we think evolution is over and we are here to deal with the individual disconnected from the environment. That is a basic problem we face in health. If you are giving a steroid like anti-inflammatory drug in the face of a possible infection, you are disturbing the natural immune system, and you are going to show a very serious outcome of that as a misuse of drugs. This kind of incompatibilities and unnecessary prescription of drugs are very much there. Recently, ICMR has conducted a survey involving about some 40,000 prescriptions. In that, they have found out 45%, that is almost nearly half of the prescriptions given by the medical fraternity is either useless, unwarranted, incompatible. 45% of the prescriptions. So if we have to think, veterinary physicians also in the field, there is no point in giving a sulfa bolus for a 2-day-old calf when it's having diarrhea. We have to think differently. It is because they have to grow by licking the soil and licking the mother. So dirt, soil, everything will go in. It's part of the development of rumen. Otherwise, it will never develop into a ruminant. You cannot give an antibiotic on the early stages of their development. So we have to think differently. We cannot use drugs which will suppress the natural phenomena of recovering health. So they asked how, if you want to really bring about an effect, you need large quantities of plant secondary metabolites in milligrams. What is available is in only micrograms, sometimes picograms. For that, the principle of hormesis has been proven, and they have shown that even very minute doses can bring about health benefits. This is one example, as I told you, in the case of honeybees, how only one is able to bring about a greater change as a queen bee, growing into such a big one, while others are into different categories of workers and soldiers. How this is happening? So they have found out there is a difference in the microRNA levels between the pollens of the ordinary and the royal jelly. So you see that a particular microRNA of plant origin is able to influence the animal cell. This is what I was trying to tell you. So we have enough evidence. This is only one among them recently identified that phytochemicals can be very much part of the health improvement. So I'm coming to my own area of work, in which the One Health is about the people, animals, and the environment. And in my opinion, as a field veterinarian who is handling hundreds of farmers' call every day for the last 20 years, if there is a problem with the animal, what you have to do? You are giving a medical intervention. I'm not talking about surgery or any fractures. I'm talking about medical interventions in livestock of all species. The animal health care should be accessible, affordable, and you should be in a position to give the outcome. What is the prognosis? What is the outcome of this intervention? If an animal is having mastitis, and you identify this having one particular quarter swollen 3 days after calving, you give a treatment orally or externally. You say 3 days, 5 days. The animal should become all right in 5 days. In maybe say about 80-85% of the cases, which is our percentage level. And the most important thing is the animal should give the milk which was giving before the onset of the disease. Suppose it was giving 9 liters, 5 morning and 4 liters in the afternoon. Here also after 5 days, the farmer should get 9 liters from that cow. If it is not happening, this is not treatment. You please ensure we have to be reasonable and we are responsible for the outcome. This is what the responsible veterinary practice, what I mean by that. So it is not just a therapeutic alternative. It's a very robust, dynamic and practical concept. And it is being taken up by all the agencies, both the government, private, everybody has accepted this. And this is a very important thing you have to know, because the location and resource species specific concept. Wherever you are, you can use something. In the modern synthetic chemical approach, you cannot move beyond that because you are restricted. You are limited to use only certain chemicals. So I followed a very important Tamil dictum, Siddha dictum, Veru paru, Thadai paru, Minjinakal, Mella Mella, Purpose Enduram paru. It translates roughly into English as you use the aerial parts and some of the roots and the bars initially to counteract the diseases. If you find it not satisfactory, then slowly you move into prepared products. Parpam, Sinduram, all prepared products. So there they had a very clear understanding. Using fresh materials at the farmer's gate, farm gate level is very important. So what I used in my about 20 years of work is that, so documentation, desk reference, phytochemical analysis, in vitro, in vivo, preclinical research, clinical assessment, field observations, and then in silico reverse pharmacology before taking this into a larger level at the pan-Indian level. So for this, one of the earliest projects offered to me from the government of Tamil Nadu as a Part 2 scheme in 2007, and then the same year 2009, I got the ICR, Indian Council of Agricultural Research network program on ethno-veterinary medicine. So that paved the way for me to delve deep into some of the analytical aspects on mastitis was the major. We also did on reproduction and some of the hepatoprotective products in poultry under ICR. So this is how my journey started in 2001 exactly, and then went around the places, lived with the people, traveled with the people, and interacted with the people, how they think. It is not that I have taken one recipe and put it there. It was totally impossible because their understanding is totally different. As a trained veterinary pharmacologist, I have used my expertise in this side, taking only generally regarded as safe materials, which are not confined to roots and barks. It's only aerial parts which could be renewed. So like this, sustainable, non-toxic, very safe materials, and then with the clinical outcome. So this is how it went. So you can see how people react to this knowledge system, and they were involved directly in making and administering these things. So PRA was conducted to find out what kind of diseases are prevalent, how they perceive this, and what is the real outcome, loss, and all those things were done. So these were the different conditions: skin disorders, respiratory disorder, reproductive disorders, protozoan disorders, common ailments, nervous disorders, metabolic disorders. Mastitis and GI tract are the most common, apart from reproduction. But you know what? From day one, my main interest was dealing with mastitis because of its incidence, very high incidence, and then very serious economic loss to the farm, which will decide whether the animal is going to be profitable to the owner or not. Mastitis will decide that. And moreover, there is so much of misunderstanding. Any inflammation, any swelling, people give antibiotics. But we should realize that 1 in 3 cases, there is no microbe involved in mastitis. 20 to 35% of the clinical cases of bovine mastitis, no known etiology. So in that sense, what is the fun in giving antibiotics? So even subclinical mastitis will reduce the milk by 21%, fat by 25%. So the most important thing is you have to understand how this disease is being implementing itself at different points of time. So I used my own technologies, using my own animals at home, how to do it in a standalone mode. You see, 83% of the antibiotics are used against only one disease. So naturally, mastitis is a very important disease. So under ICR, we did some of the fundamental studies about somatic cell count, pH, and then electrical conductivity, milk yield, and antimicrobial sensitivity, scanning electron microscope to prove that this particular, we call it as functional remedy. We don't isolate molecules. We're isolating molecules for understanding. But for therapy, we need the holistic medicine. So the scanning electron microscopy and then molecular docking studies, all published information under Bioinformatics Department, Madras Veterinary College. And then in 2014, we were invited by NDDB. So there we went to Sabar Union in Himmatnagar district in Gujarat. So they started working on this. So by the year 2017, when I got retired, we started working at the national level. This is Krishna Milk Union, and so many other organizations are involved: Erode, Bangalore, Kolhapur, Mehsana, Mysore, Mohali, Vijayawada. So we gave that veterinarians training for 4 days first, and then followed with a 3 days field trip to find out what is the problem. So the program is called Mastitis Control Population Project. Now NDDB is also very open. Now they have included homeopathy also into that. The veterinarians are being trained in that. So EVM is one of the major components promoted by NDDB for nearly 34 clinical conditions in 12 languages. We'll see all those things. So you see the data started with 8,000 cases in 2017-18. In 23, by end it was nearly 100,000. Now it has crossed 100,000 cases in 2024 for so many other conditions, all captured through digital mode. If you see the success rate for mastitis, fever, diarrhea, it ranges from 80 to 85%. When veterinarians are involved directly, apart from other cooperative extension personnel, there is some gap. So we are trying to work out that. With the veterinarians involved, we get very high percentage of success also. These are all the various other conditions. This is the NDDB data. So the cost in and the reduction in cost, not only in terms of saved money from buying synthetic chemicals, but also the field visits required, because every visit you have to spend 2,500 rupees for the taxi call and the fuel and other manpower. So we are working in all these lines, how much savings are happening at different level. So this is in one case, 1,237 million saving since 2017. That's about 3-4 years of saving in one particular union. For example, how much cost saving for each conditions when compared to modern and ethno-veterinary approach. You can see mastitis, wound, bloat, and indigestion, repeat bleeding, FMD, diarrhea. So see, for FMD, we are using some spices. So naturally, it will be costly, but you completely recover the animal in 30 to 40 hours. It will start eating. You will get back the milk within 4 or 5 days. So you don't lose much. So this is from Krishna Milk Union, Vijayawada. Lesions before. You see Dr. Prasad, a senior gentleman, is taking efforts to document and send it to me as and when we get it. So you get complete clean udder. You can see this. So this is another case by Dr. Prasad himself. So after 6 days of treatment, mastitis is not cured. Within 3 days, you can see the complete recovery from mastitis. So this is another recent case. You can see the Telitis treatment. This is about foot and mouth disease. So we have the recipe. Lumpy skin disease in 2019 when it came. So NDDB, as part of the NDDB as a consultant, we devised this particular preparation. Now it is being recommended by Animal Husbandry Commissioner as one of the modalities of treatment. And what I am understanding from my colleagues and by the Animal Husbandry Commissioner himself, that this has helped farmers to save a lot of money and also bring, especially the very young animals. Even then, if you continue to do this without giving broad spectrum antibiotics and anti-inflammatory drugs, because pox should not be treated in that sense. So if you abstain from that, the recovery takes a little longer in young animals, but you get complete recovery within a few days in adult animals, within 2 to 3 weeks in young animals. See, this is what I told you about the various pamphlets in different languages. Lumpy skin disease was prevalent, both continued to be there in both crossbred as well as native animals. And one important feature was that you don't see lumps in all the cases. There were isolated lesions in the foot, in the udder, in the shoulders, in the eye. Some animals went blind also. So it was a very, very different showing of LSD in India. So we have recorded everything, and a lot of studies have been done, controlled studies, and this treatment approach has found to be very effective. So what is the importance of associating myself with NDDB and EVM? So we collect samples and we differentiate whether it is subclinical or clinical mastitis, and the organisms are isolated and identified, and with culturing studies, and it is being, after doing the PCR, it is put into the repository for future reference. And then antibiotic bacterial sensitivity was conducted. And then we, based on this, the surveillance of AMR could be done with the phenotypic and genotypic identification of these resistant genes. So the state-of-the-art laboratory in Hyderabad is able to give us the support, back-end support, when this work is being done, nobody should say that we are giving some herbal products and herbal materials, how we can deal with such a dangerous disease. So we are taking care to see that every effort is being done to prove in whatever way people think it's possible for them to understand. We are doing that. So alternative medicine is milk testing, networking, and providing advisory guidelines, AST, AMR profiling, everything is being done very systematically, and it is meant for. In fact, I would like to take it a step further that WHO, FAO, World Organization for Animal Health, WOHA, and IFOM, EFBL, and I have also visited some of these institutes, and they are all looking for some data. When you say organic livestock production is possible without synthetic chemicals like antibiotics, anti-inflammatory, steroids, then you have to prove. They say even if it is 40-50% success there, now we have more than 80-85% success at the field level in a very distributed area, not in controlled condition. Controlled condition, we get near 100% success. When the technology is transferred, you know, there is a problem of this knowledge being transferred, and there is so much in between. In spite of all these differences, we get more than 85% success. So this is a very important thing for me being associated with NDDB, to take it not only within the country and to the higher age. Indian Dairy, International Dairy Federation, we had when it was held in Delhi, the talk was given. There were so many farmers from Zimbabwe and other countries. They were very much willing to take this knowledge, because we are already training farmers in Uganda, Ethiopia, and then in Netherlands, Europe side. So wherever they use that, they always give back very good feedback, and they say in African countries it's a boom. So this is trained 60 veterinarians in BAIF in 2019, and they are following. So this is Michael Huffman, I told you, who has been a primatologist, who has done so much work on zoopharmacognosy. So this is Hubert Corman. He said in 2016 that for the last 25 years earlier, he has been advising only organic dairy farms in USA. That means so many people are following that. Only thing people are not aware. Veterinary herbal medicine by the US and Australian veterinarian Barbara and US veterinarian Susan. In 2007 itself, they have written a book on veterinary herbal medicine. The veterinary medicine by University of Pretoria by Elof and Lindy, this was published in 2021. So we have got a handbook on all these things. So ours is a direct workbook. All others are compilation of information. I don't think you will get some recipes from there and you can use it, but you can understand that it is possible. So this is our visit to various countries. Recently, myself, Dr. Nair from TDU, we have given a chapter to this book on medicinal agroecology. So agroecology is already a known concept, but now they use the word medicinal agroecology. The 10th chapter has been contributed by us. It is not about ethno-veterinary as a superior modality. We are talking about the diversity of healthcare options. We have to think about all other options. Wherever possible, you think about it and use as a first line of defense, so that the dependence on chemicals, the dangers of using chemicals, the cost involvement. So I'm right now thinking in terms like this. If you are using ethno-veterinary medicine, you are helping the next generation to keep animals. Who will keep animals when it is going to give only losses? Nobody will maintain anything which is giving a loss. Nobody will maintain animals. Please see that by using an alternative approach, particularly ethno-veterinary medicine, from my point of view, any time of the day and night, completely independent by the farmer's side. So self-reliance, it will help keep animals healthy and happy. So this is one important preparation, take-home message. 10 leaves of betel, 10 grams of pepper, and 10 grams of common salt. If you crush these three things and then instill into the eyes and ears of a near dead animal, you can bring back to life. And if it is having some discomfort, you don't know what has happened. But most of the times, the animal will come after grazing, or in the nearby area, it will be lying down or flat. You do not know what has happened. In those situations, these materials are available at home, can be used, instilled into the eyes and the ears, or in less dangerous situations, make a paste and then apply over the tongue. You can save the animal from certain death. So I will just quickly recite the original Siddha verse on this. மண்ணின் வேந்தன் மலையின் வேந்தன் கடலின் வேந்தன் மூன்றையும் கசக்கி பிடிந்து கண்ணில் மூக்கில் காதில் விட கடிகி வந்த காலனும் காத தூரம் ஓடிடுவானே. This is the verse which says the king of the plains, that is the beetle, the king of the mountains, that is the pepper, the king of the seas, the salt. If you crush all these three things and instill into the ear, eyes and nose, the fast approaching death god Yama will run away. That is what it says.
Very nice, sir. Very nice.
So it will really help. This is actually taken from the human side into the animals. So in one of the documentation, I heard somebody telling like this, it's somewhere in 2007 or something. So in the last 15, 16 years, I have been working. So all over India, wherever I have trained veterinarians, I use the word three kings: the king of the mountain, the king of the plains, and the king of the salt, means seas. Three kings means they will understand. First, to give three kings to the animal. And it is also from the human side, you can also, in any allergy, anything you suspect, you please take a bitter leaf, put 1 or 2 pearls of pepper, 1 salt, which is always available at home. You always keep when you are traveling. You chew it, you will be free from any anaphylaxis, shock, any small sting or bite, anything, you will be saved from that. So this is about Triphala. You know the 3 fruits in that. What I am just trying to tell you, with modifying the adjuvants, whether it's with sugar, with honey, with hot water, with ghee, with rock salt, black ash, as powder directly, as decoction and in oil, as a face pack, and ghee and honey. So the conditions will vary. You can give a particular preparation. This is the beauty of the traditional knowledge. A single preparation, a combination of 3 fruit powder, properly prepared, and then by modifying the adjuvants, you can treat so many conditions. Very interesting. This I can send it to Subramanieswari, this PowerPoint. You can have a look at it. You can verify this. This is the beauty of this traditional knowledge. I'm just trying to highlight how wide and deep this knowledge is. So now I would like to just bring back everything, why we are insisting that ethno-veterinary traditional knowledge should be learnt by the veterinarian. So from the farmer's point of view, it is cost effective, easy to prepare, administer, easily available ingredients. It is highly efficacious, non-invasive, no side effects. There is no need for milk withdrawal period. An immediate option in remote areas. For the consumer, there is no antibiotic or other drug residues in the milk. You can process the milk. Many dairy companies are looking for this because they are not able to make good quality cheese or other products like paneer. So better product quality, reduced food allergies because there are no chemicals in that. So better health. From the point of India, so we follow FSSAI norm. We are using natural products. International recognition for this knowledge system is there. Better prospects for international market. Help to tackle AMR, which is completely, nobody has any answer. We have the answer now. So for the climate also, antibiotic-free dung improves carbon sequestration of the soil by almost double. So by not releasing antibiotic into the soil, from the veterinarian, as a responsible veterinarian, we swear that we will not allow any antibiotic enter into the soil. So this is an important component of One Health. So EVM will provide the first step towards One Health. So before thanking, you see this wart like a cauliflower. This was in Pune. Dr. Madhuri Damle, your field veterinary women veterinary association can be proud of this lady veterinarian from Pune, Madhuri Damle. She took 3 months for this particular thing to be followed. You can see the complete recovery. There is no wart. by using EVM, no other treatment. And this is another case in Tamil Nadu, Narikudi in Ramnad. You can see completely the animal is free from this. So now we have evidence. It works in the field, and the knowledge is a very strong, robust knowledge, and anybody can learn. And it's now available. Recently, as an adjunct faculty of GADUAS, I'm very happy that GADUAS has introduced ethno-veterinary practice part of the PG diploma program. And TANUAS already is going on. TD is also planning for another program. So it will be part of the VCI syllabus. So ethno-veterinary practices or ethno-veterinary medicine has come to stay as an important stream of veterinary treatment. So I thank the organizers, Dr. Subramanieswari and her colleagues, the president of the Indian Women Veterinarians Association, on the eve of World Veterinary Day 2020-24, which is coming the next week. I wish all the veterinarians, particularly the women veterinarians, please learn EVM. You can treat the animals on the telemode, and you will get all the blessings of the farmer as well as the animals for keeping them healthy and happy. Thank you so much.
So thank you, sir. Let us see, sir, if any questions are there from the audience, from the participants. Dr. Ramesh?
Let me say something.
Sir.
Sir, I'm really looking for your blessing, sir, because when I came to Tanjavur, the first book I got on organic livestock production was from you. I'm eagerly looking for your words, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Thank you, Professor Punyamurthy. Actually, I have given my message into the chat. You are doing such a pioneering work, very systematic work, because globally everyone is looking for evidence-based research. So anybody can talk about organic anytime and this thing. So your work is so pioneering, so fundamental, where science, it is looking truly science-based, very systematic. And then in the livestock sector, there is not many parallel like you, those who are doing this kind of work, and very nice documentation you have. In fact, all the veterinary colleges, gradually, one by one, they will be following this kind of EVM departments even. Because when I see this natural farming curriculum, when it was being developed, I was somehow part of the putting into this one syllabus form. And now that syllabus is also out for the natural farming. They have kept 2 courses into that one. But in natural farming, especially this particular experience will be very useful, because then when the government decides something and people start running here and there, how to do it. And then the experts in real sense are very less. Like you, those who can, now NDDB has provided a platform wherein all the dairy cooperatives actually implementing what you have been doing. Gradually, everyone will have to accept. Initially, organic farming, everybody used to dismiss it. Yes. When the government has announced NPOP, then everybody started following on. Privately, sometimes natural farming, many people are not convinced. Even many government officials, they dismiss it like that and like that. But since only we stopped working or researching on our indigenous systems, when now we are working, we need a systematic documentation of the knowledge to show to the world, this is our ancient practice. You know, this weaning away of the calf when I was talking about, this is our age-old practice. We have been doing it for generations in the villages. Still, we keep calf together with. Western people only, they told us wean away. And now they are talking back and they are doing big research on that. So when they were looking for when I told to them, they were asking me, you give me the reference where the keeping calf together was an ancient Indian practice. I just digged out from one document from the days of the British people when they were there, when they produced for the National Commission on Agriculture. I tried to find out something so that because they wanted it in the writing form. Yeah. Because I can say this thing, it is my village, we keep calf together with cow. But they will say, you show the evidence where any systematic work has been done. So what you have systematically presented, so one by one for each of disease. And then you are talking of the LSD. LSD now so much on hue and cry and all people are looking for later on for wound healing. So many medical practice, people will sell it. But when we have to look for the cheapest locally available solution which people can apply. Yeah. From the different corners of the country, people are now documentation is very important. So it was my pleasure listening to this. And I'm very happy that this NTR college gave us the opportunity that we can hear such insightful lectures from you. And this, then some people are asking they are asking about the document wherein they can refer to for the different diseases. I think you are already having that one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, and that can be, these people, organizers can share it
Sir.
later on. So really,
Sir,
sir, wonderful. I am really particularly grateful to you for excellent presentation and very systematic. And all the Western countries they are looking for this evidence-based work only, not superficial lectures.
Yes.
If anybody give lecture, it is very good. They will say, what is so good? So you saw how it is so good. You have really shown it. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir,
Actually,
sorry.
I'll just make one observation. In Netherlands, when my colleague Dr. Satish Kumar, Professor of Gynecology Obstetrics, presented, we worked together using ultrasonography. After his presentation, almost 5-6 veterinarians went around him and asked. So this is what we want. This is the evidence, because we have completely documented the ovulation and different points of that, and all the blood supply with the colored Doppler. So Dr. Satish Kumar and myself, we are working closely on reproduction also. For want of time, I did not talk only about mastitis as mentioned, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, one small minute, sir. Sorry. I request all to switch on the video, please, so that we can have a group photo. All the coordinators, guests, Dr. Jagdishwari, Dr. Sirisha, Dr. Devaki, Dr. Tomar, Dr. Tomar. Ramesh, can we have a photo like this?
Yes, ma'am.
Please switch on, put on your video. Photo. Ramesh, can you make a call to Jagdishwari? She might be. As Madhuswami madam has to attend one meeting, she is about to leave. Just okay, I have shot. Ramesh, you also, anyone can take Sirisha, okay. Sir, Dr. Madhuswami madam, Jagdishwari, you have come. Let me take one photo. Dr. Madhuswami madam, she has to leave. Madam is having another meeting scheduled at 12 o'clock. Thank you, madam. Thank you so much for your nice presence and addressing us.
And it gave an opportunity to listen to such learned speakers. Really, it was an eye-opener, and I got to learn from these presentations. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I'm sorry for leaving in between.
Okay, ma'am.
Please continue.
Okay, madam. Dr. Devaki? Dr. Devaki? Sir, Punyamurthy sir, we are very happy to have such a lecture and information from you. Really very happy. So in future, we would like to have direct your demos to the farmers. We will request you, sir.
Yeah,
And
we will
veterinarians also.
Yeah.
And we heard of from Krishna Milk Union, Dr. Prasad sir.
Yeah.
So I heard about your this thing through him only. I came to know about you, sir. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you. That 3 Ks, King of the leaves, King of the mountains, and King of the land, ocean. These 3 kings really they are having wonderful effect. We will also, it will be useful for us also, sir. You are saying, as you said. Yes, really much informative, sir. Much informative, and it will be helping. Sir, some questions are there, sir.
Yeah, please. I thought I will answer.
Sir, they are asking, they are seen in small and large ruminants, but not in pet animals. So, can we have some canine distemper, any practice they are asking?
Actually, the fact is, canines respond much better than ruminants. Takes much quicker time. So for the parvovirus and distemper, we use some because you have to stop Distemper. Of course, you can use the three kings, small few drops in their mouth during the time, because in advanced cases you can maintain recovery. I'm not sure. I haven't got enough cases to get the feedback positively, but the frequency can be reduced instead of, because they used to have frequent seizures that can be controlled by using three kings, that betel leaves, pepper and salt, five numbers, and then make a paste and then put it a clean cloth and then drop at a time 5 drops into the mouth, and you repeat it 3-4 times a day. That frequency can be reduced. So that is what we can do with Distemper. As far as Parvo is concerned, you can use half a liter of water. You add half a spoon of jeera, cuminum seminum, crush it and put it inside, boil, cool it, filter it, and give only that water. After giving 5 ml, or even in smaller animal, 3 ml to 5 ml, every 30 minutes. I think 4th or 5th time onwards, you can stop vomiting as well as diarrhea by the day. By the end of the day, it will be free from these two problems. In my opinion, in parvovirus, once you stop diarrhea and vomiting, the animal picks up quickly. You can give curd rice or simple gruel, rice gruel. So that will, many animals have been saved. But I'm a large animal veterinarian working day in, day out only this, but canines can also be tried. All other clinical conditions can be tackled. My number has been given 98424555833. So my mail ID is also Prof. Punya, PUNNIOA. It is there. I will send the PowerPoint to Dr. Subramanieswari. It can be shared with all your members.
Okay,
So
sir.
they can send me. If I'm not picking up, please send WhatsApps, or I'll call when I'm free. So
Sir, there are one more question, sir. What
Yeah.
is the common ethnomedicine used in case of mastitis? Is it same for all kinds of mastitis, or vary with the type?
see, actually, mastitis, as I told you, need not necessarily involve an organism in 1 in 3 cases. And mastitis also, we have a very, a lot of incidents is also reported in primiparous animal on the first day of calving. So you can imagine mastitis is not really infectious. And subclinical, clinical, E. coli, summer mastitis, you can classify anything, because we are working at a very high level, because this recipe has been tested by the information flow analysis of the scientist of very high order in US. And he has given a clear indication with broad spectrum antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory function for this. So don't worry about it. So I'll give the recipe for mastitis. You have to cut lemon fruit. Give 2 fruits, cut lemon fruits by touching with the salt orally. And then 1 sheath of aloe vera should be cut. Whole thing should be cut. It should not be removed. The whole thing should be cut and then blended in a mixie grinder. And then 2 handful of, this is what extension I say. You say 250 grams means nobody will have a balance there, but you say 1 length. It's easier. If it is less, you put 2-3 pieces, but whole thing should know that thorns or nothing should be removed. Everything put inside. 2 handful of 50 grams of turmeric and 1 goli size chuna. Make a paste. It will be brick red in color. Take a handful of that. Put 1 tumbler of warm water. Dilute it in a very thin way. You wash the udder, scrub it, wash it, completely remove the milk, apply. By seeing that you get the solution dripped into the floor. That should be the consistency. Apply every 1 hour. And every day it should be prepared afresh. Within 3 to 5 days, the complete recovery will be there. So these things are available in the Dairy Knowledge Portal in the NDDB website, both in 12 languages, both as video as well as text. You can see all with English subtitles, all around 3 minutes. So it is for about 32 conditions is available. Daily Knowledge Portal in the public domain, everything is available. NDDB website, and go multimedia, Dairy Knowledge Portal, and then multimedia, it will come.
Okay, sir. Sir, one doctor is asking about any document available with regard to treatment of common diseases. They are asking.
This is what I told you. NDDB
Yes.
website, you go to Dairy Knowledge Portal. If they want in a particular language, if it is available in Tamil, Malayalam, Telugu, Kannada, Marathi, Gujarati, Punjabi, Odia, Assami, Bengali, and then English, Hindi. So if they want, I can also send to their mail or something.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, thank you very much, sir. Dr. Devaki? Dr. Devaki?
She's on with the mic on, please.
Dr. Devaki? You are not audible.
Ma'am, now can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, please say, please.
Okay.
Sir.
Sir, Punyamurthy sir, good afternoon. On behalf, thank you for providing a wonderful session, sir. On behalf of Indian Association of Women Veterinarians, Andhra chapter and Department of Animal Husbandry, NTR College of Veterinary Science, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to you, sir, for your valuable contribution as a resource person for the webinar organized on the eve of World Veterinary Day 2024 on the topic of ethno-veterinary medicine, contemporary relevance in primary healthcare. Your expertise and insights have enriched our understanding of traditional veterinary practices and their significance in livestock management, sir. We deeply appreciate the time and effort you invested in preparing and delivering such an enlightening session, sir. Your willingness to share your knowledge and experience with us is commendable and has made a long-lasting impact on all the participants, sir. So we also want to thank you for patiently addressing all the questions raised during the question and answer session and providing a valuable insights and fostering a stimulating discussion, sir. Once again, we thank you, sir, for your valuable contribution to our webinar and being part of this wonderful event, sir. Thanks, sir.
Yes, sir. So, dear participants, now we will move to the next presentation by Dr. Srikala Madam about homeomedicine in veterinary system. Dr. V. Srikala, Madam, she is a 1992 graduate of Kerala Veterinary College. Madam has worked as veterinary officer in Milk Union, Kerala till 2009. Later, she has resigned the job to become a holistic veterinarian to perform real service to animal community and farmers, along with Dr. Sri Kumar, who Madam's life partner, who is also a veterinarian, and both with the same intention of working and serving the farmers, rendering service to animals and farmers, public health, by creating awareness about regenerative agriculture through workshops and consultations. And Madam is practicing homeopathy alone for treating animals since 2000 and conducting classes on veterinary homeopathy and holistic land management principles. And Madam has received best paper presentation in international workshop conducted by Ayush Department in 2005. Madam, we welcome you for our webinar. Thank you for accepting our invitation and joining us in transforming information and knowledge to our veterinarians for the benefit of livestock. Madam, please. Madam, please, can you share the screen, ma'am?
Yes.
Please, ma'am.
Namaste, all of you. I'm very happy. Am I audible clearly?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay.
It's very clear.
Yes. So I'm very thankful to the organizers and all the participants organizers for giving me an opportunity to share our views and experiences in such a platform, and I will try my level best to share our experiences and knowledge in this regard for the betterment of the society and also our animal population. So here my topic is a role of homeopathy in organic food production. Means organic food production or better life style and health is our option. So for what is the role of homeopathy in this? That is what I am going to share with you. And the previous two presentations were very clear on this aspect, and they explained very nicely the solutions for our problems. And here there is another alternative pathway which we can select, and we can be it can also be a solution for our problem. Means it can be a better option for our organic lifestyle. So, a role of homeopathy in organic food production. See, here, what is our context or what is our responsibility as a veterinarian? Whether it is a lady veterinarian or a is a male or female, all veterinarians, our context is the same. So we took the oath for this. So being admitted to the profession of veterinary medicine, I solemnly swear to use my scientific knowledge and skills for the betterment of the society through the protection of animal health and welfare, the prevention and relief of animal suffering, the conservation of animal resources, the promotion of public health, and the advancement of medical knowledge. I will practice my profession conscientiously with dignity and in keeping with the principles of veterinary medical ethics. I accept it as a lifelong obligation, the continual improvement of my professional knowledge and competence. This is the context of a veterinarian. So, One Health means Loga Samasta Sugino Bhavantu. Holistic medicine is a form of medicine that considers the whole animal in the quest of optimal health. So, how do we actually want your life to be? Why we go for such alternative methods or better options? So, for everyone, each and every one of us need all these things. That is context of any such a workshop or such an improvement in the knowledge. Everything points to this aim, goal. That is, we all want stable families. We want a peaceful life, healthy, and we should live in prosperity and physical security. And regarding spirituality, we want to pursue our own spiritual or religious beliefs. Food, water, and air. We want to live on fertile landscapes, and that can provide us abundance of nutritious food, clean water, and air for all life forms. And we want our children to be educated, and they should be educated. And we want real education for that gives us skills to achieve all the above simultaneously, ensures real wealth. What resources, income, and profit we need to maintain the above healthy family and community. Actually, this is our context. So, for us to have that quality of life and for us to generate that income and profit to life, to live that quality of life, what would our environment, that coming 500 years, how it should be? Our next generation and coming generations, what should they enjoy? Future need to look like, and what should be their future? We need to, for that, a particular behavior is needed now. If we treat or behave or live such a life, then only it can transfer to the coming generations. We need to have a foundation of ethical and humane behavior to all life forms. by understanding how the process of an ecosystem function and how we and other life forms contribute to that partake from this healthy ecosystem. So we should understand the ecosystem or this universe, and we should behave properly in that ecosystem. Then only we can improve or we can maintain the outcomes or resources in the such an environment. The earth is not ours, but something we hold in trust for the future generations. So health is our birthright, isn't it? We all need, we are coming into this world as if we should be coming into this universe or ecosystem as healthy beings. Disease is an option. Our behavior and our choice is giving us either health or disease. So health is natural and disease is our option. Diseases are not as a result of absence of medicine. It is not because of deficiency of a chemical or antibiotic that we are getting a disease. It is because of our behavior or how we live or our lifestyle that determines whether we should be healthy or diseased. So healthy landscapes leads to healthy food and fiber. And from healthy food and fiber, we will get healthy profits, healthy people, and healthy planet. So what is a farmer or a veterinarian? Everybody is a farmer. Not only a person who is doing an agriculture or growing something is a farmer. Everybody who are consuming food, they all are farmers. And everybody, and veterinarian is not different from them. So how they can influence this ecosystem? Because each and every moment of our life, we are taking some decisions. So he or she, as a farmer or a veterinarian or a consumer, is taking decisions to meet a need or a desire or to solve a problem while managing the resources to produce food and fiber from the landscapes. So either we are producing or we are consuming. So our decision is what is making it is better or worse. So decisions, how we are taking decisions? Decisions are influenced by paradigms. Paradigm means our mindset. So our mindset is influencing our decisions, and and decisions are influencing our behavior, and our behavior is influencing how our environment is going to be. So unintended consequences shall arise if the decisions are not in tune with our context. I explained the context initially, and if our decisions are going wrong or against this context, then unintended consequences are the results. These are the problems we are facing in our day-to-day life. To solve these unintended consequences, we need to shift from the paradigm that influenced our previous decision. So, paradigm shift is the need of the hour. So, we can solve the problems by shifting our mindset and changing our behavior accordingly, and then the results will be good. So, unintended consequences, in other words, it can be explained as disfigurement of a society, in a society, as a result of wrong decisions taken by farmers. I told farmer means not only the one who is growing, we are all farmers. So our decisions are the cause of unintended consequences. So any unintended consequence is as a result of our own decisions. So we should find out where we went wrong, and we should we should change our mindset so that our behavior will change, and then the paradigm will change, and then the problem will get solved. So the quality of our lives depends on the food we eat, the water we drink, and air we breathe. All of those things depend on quality of the soil. So healthy soil is the base of our happy life. So all these concepts, that is told elephant in the room. That is what we are facing now. Hunger, malnutrition, disease, pollution, refugees, pest, land degradation, floods, drought, weeds, extinction, scarcity, fire, climate change. Everything is as a result of this wrong paradigms. So a big issue everyone is aware of, but which is being ignored because everybody finds discussion about it uncomfortable. Means we want to, when we come to the discussions, we are finding that we are the cause of the problem, then everybody will feel uncomfortable. We always want to point out. So if you are pointing out one finger, the three fingers are pointing towards us only. So when we feel that we are the cause of the problems, we will become uncomfortable and then we will deviate. That is what is happening. So there are no parts in nature. Nature is whole. So that is Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudashyade Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyade. It means everything is from the whole. So we are an environment. We are not just like a human being or an animal or a plant. We are all connected, and which we can see with our limited vision is what we are seeing. But if our vision was extended, or if we could have seen more, then we can see like this. An object seen in isolation from the whole is not the real thing. Fukuoka's words. So we are an environment. We are not individuals. Quadrillion resident viruses, human microbiome. We are not human being. It is human microbiome. So only 10 trillion human cells. Other 90 trillion cells are microbial cells only. Maybe bacteria, virus, fungi, everything. Only 10% is ours. 90 other species or other life forms are residing in us. So a holobiont is an assemblage of a host and the many other species living in or around it, which together form a discrete ecological unit. So we are an environment. Around us, inside us, everything, many species are there. So we cannot say that I am a human being. I am a human microbiome. Many are living, they are helping us, and we are also helping them. But then how should be our behavior? With this mindset, we should come into a decision that how we can behave properly in such an environment. See, proof of our limitations in managing complex system. Our universe or our ecosystem is a complex system. So everything everything is sumoto, means inbuilt. It will go on its own if we are not interfering or destroying it. Everything is what I should say. It's a perfect system. It's a perfect system. There is no need for modification or interference. But we can all live happily in this perfect system. But our mindset is not like that. We are thinking that we are not understanding the ecosystem, how it functions, and we are trying to manipulate, and we are actually destroying the system. See, some examples for how we do harm in to our ecosystem. Such a perfect, beautiful system, how we are destroying. Please see some examples. Fertilizers, pesticides, weedicides, deweeding, And finally, what happens? We are all standing with a mask on our face. We don't know. These two holes are given to breathe in and breathe out. It is not our duty to cover it. So, but we are standing with scientific evidence, recommendations. We are standing covering our nostrils and mouth, and we don't know what to do. What is the problem? Why this such a thing is happening? We don't know. This is the full proof of our limitation of managing the complex system of this universe. So objective. So this was till this last slide. I was trying to give an introduction to our present situation and how it is happening. Just a glimpse of our status of life. And from now onwards, I will convince you, or I will explain to you how we can use this system, homeopathic system of medicine, for solving or for solving many of our problems, or how we can use this effectively or as a tool for solving some of these problems. So, objective of using homeopathy. It is to find a cost-effective alternative treatment option to dairy farmers. Organic clean milk production or food production. Human approach is humane approach. It is a very administration and everything is very humane and patient friendly and biodiversity friendly. So there is no residual effect, or administration is very humane. So it is patient friendly and biodiversity friendly. And now previous speakers very well explained about organic livestock management and organic food production. So organic livestock management aims to utilize natural breeding methods, stress minimization methodologies to prevent disease, and thus eliminating dependency on chemical allopathic drugs to maintain animal health and welfare. So by proper management or proper lifestyle, we can manage our life healthy without disease. So I told disease is an option, health is the birthright. So by proper management of this system, we can eliminate this option of disease. So most herbal, naturopathic and homeopathic treatments are approved for use in organic dairy herds. So organic dairy farming or organic food production is standards approved herbal, naturopathic and homeopathic treatment only. And use of antibiotics and parasiticides are strongly discouraged, but may be used on a limited basis under certain allowed and or restricted circumstances. So there are restrictions for using these chemicals in organic food production. So it is advisable to develop a excuse me.
Slides are not being shared. Your PowerPoint, ma'am.
Yes.
It is not seen. I thought you will be sharing. You are saying.
Yes, I shared it. I'm seeing. Okay. But just you. Sorry.
That's what I thought you are giving some introduction and but.
No, I'm giving the slides only.
Please, ma'am.
Share 1 minute.
You go to that green one, green arrow up now, you click on that one.
Green. Excuse
Share
me.
screen is there, na ma'am?
Share screen. I have. I actually clicked that first, and I was believing that it is coming.
No, you should have opened your slide in the desktop.
Yes, that is open. That's
okay,
already.
then if you go to share screen, then you will search in this screen that, then click on that one, that screen.
Excuse me, sorry.
Now, only thing what you can do, you have to unshare and share again.
Okay, okay. One minute. Just excuse me, 1 minute. Just
yes,
I. Tango.
Can you share me the YouTube link
yes,
in the
sir,
WhatsApp
that's
chat?
what I am myself trying, sir, from my side.
No, you can ask somebody who is watching through. They can copy paste in the WhatsApp to you.
It's there with me, sir. I am trying.
You don't have to type, na, copy and paste.
Okay, okay. Just a minute, please. Wait. Let's share slides and share. Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's okay. You can put it in presentation mode. You click down, you go down,
Okay.
presentation mode, it will full screen and then it will come. No. Okay, now fine, it's fine.
Sorry, you should have.
No, it's okay. It happens all the time.
No issue, ma'am, please.
Okay. Okay, now let me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, please.
So this is so previous slides you could understand. It's okay. I'll continue from here. Okay. So organic livestock management aims to utilize, I have explained already. So there are some standards for organic food production. So only herbal, naturopathic and homeopathic treatments are approved by these standards. So that we should have the tool with us. That is our responsibility to gain this knowledge. That's continual improvement of our knowledge for facing such a situation. So Hahnemann and homeopathy. So how homeopathy came into picture? From Hahnemann's time onwards, it was very interesting. It was the idea of Hahnemann himself finding out this system of medicine. He suggested that homeopathy could be applied to animals just as to people, perhaps even more effectively, since he considered the veterinarians were more observant of their patients than most human doctors. So the symptoms which we are observing or we are getting are very pure. So I have got many experience, many examples to support this point, that we will never be misguided. Most of the human doctors, the symptoms given by the human beings may be misguiding, but our animals will never cheat. They will show we are observing and they will show the correct symptoms at the correct time. So it is more effective than in human beings. So diseases treated with homeopathy alone. So this is from our experience. We have treated almost all the diseases in dairy cows and small animals also. Since we were working in dairy cooperative, we were facing bovine cases mostly. So our main focus was on mastitis. Even daily, even 5 to 6 or more than 5 to 6 cases of mastitis, up to 10 even, we will be attending. And we could attend from we started in 1999 we learned homeopathy on our own with with the help of some doctors, some books, and we read. Then we started learning that system, and we did trial and error, and that is how we started our practice. And later on, we started documenting it, and we presented in NDDB and all. And slowly, it became means convincing that homeopathy can cure or even better option for a better treatment option for mainly mastitis and all other, along with that, all other diseases are there. I'm not explaining the full history here now because lack of time, but it was very much convincing to our commitment society or veterinary society and the faculties, means the university even took initiative to start in Kerala Veterinary University has now started a PGCVS, postgraduate certificate course in veterinary homeopathy. A 6-month course is now being carried out by the university, and soon they are planning to incorporate it into the syllabus also. So it became convincing, and with our combined effort of doctors who are doing this homeopathic treatment, we could convince our university, and they started the course first time in Asia. So I think veterinary university started PGCVH course for veterinarians. So mastitis, then endometritis, retention of placenta, infertility, babesiosis, indigestion, FMD, foot and mouth. Then now this LSD also, lumpy skin disease, it's going on. So this main diseases only I mentioned, all the minor diseases also are being addressed using homeopathy. So we started treating mastitis initially from 1998 using along with antibiotic. Both together we started, and after 2000, that is from 2001 onwards, we could completely avoid with the use of antibiotic and anti-inflammatory and antihistaminic medicines. So classification. So here I am not trying to teach you, means this is not the area, but I just want to mention our line of approach for treating mastitis and how we could achieve the success. We could get a classification even. It came on its own. Mastitis with anorexia and mastitis without anorexia. And without anorexia means 83% of the mastitis cases are without anorexia and very simple to treat. And only 17% is coming with toxemia. So we can select the treatment line according to this classification. So we can choose remedies or line of treatment according to this classification. This 83% is very easily treatable, and only 17% we can, it's just a little bit complicated, and we can cover with a little bit caution. So there are distinct stages for mastitis, peracute, acute inflammation, then the stage of clots, inflammation and knotty hardness, then residual hardness and clots, then giving a stage 1 remedy. When the symptoms are progressed to stage 2, remedy shall fail. So we should be able to diagnose the condition, and we should be able to understand in which stage that disease is. And accordingly, we should select the remedy. So that is our decision. And judiciously, we should select the remedy, and otherwise it will fail. And we were finding it very thrilling to treat this mastitis with homeopathy from initial onwards, because in our system, we were working in cooperative, dairy cooperative, and we were getting all the help, vehicle, medicine, and we were free to do the so means there were no limitations, so we could do the trials and study very properly. And in that 10 years, we could do all the studies, and we could document and record the treatment, means medicines and my line of treatment very effectively. Giving a stage 3 remedy too early shall delay treatment and achieve nothing until the pathology has got to that stage. So mastitis with anorexia, that is stage 1 acute inflammation. So I'm just mentioning some of the common drugs. There are many drugs other than this. So some of the drugs, and each and every case is different. So we can select accordingly. No, like homeopathy, like allopathy, the generation antibiotics, we cannot use the latest antibiotic we can try. It is not like that. It is the symptom we observe, and the stage of the disease determines which remedy should be selected. And we should observe the change also. If the remedy is correct, the result is very fast. The change is very fast. Within seconds or within minutes, we will see the result in homeopathy. It is not, as people believe, it is not a slow system, slow acting system. It is faster than our IV, because when we put the one globule on the tongue, the action starts. The very next moment, you will see the crying. Like for example, a baby crying with stomach pain or ear pain. If the correct remedy is put on the tongue, the next moment she will stop, or that baby will stop crying. That is the action of homeopathic system. So people believe that homeopathy, that is because the selection of remedy is wrong, might have been. So that is the beauty of homeopathic system. Then in this, with anorexia, toxemia will be there. So for that, we need to manage the disease, manage the toxemia first, and then only we need to, we can correct the local other symptoms. So that is the management protocol. With anorexia, without anorexia is very easy, I told, and majority of the cases are without anorexia. And with anorexia, we need to see the type of the clot, color of the clot, and type of the anorexia, how the animal is approaching, means accepting the feed in small quantity, or not at all, it's averse to feed. Like that, all the symptoms need to be taken into consideration. And finally, this third stage, hardness and clots. Usually, the gone case, failed cases, we were learning with the failed cases. In third stage cases, if we can reverse the stage, means reverse the condition. If the hardness, if we can treat, then that will give you a confidence in treating mastitis with homeopathic drugs. So without anorexia, we could get a very miracle finding. That's Calimur, one drug. And even the most of the homeopathic doctors, they were not selecting this remedy, but we could treat this 80% of the cases with this single remedy. That is, this is potassium chloride. This is prepared from Calimur, means salt. This is a salt remedy. This is prepared from potassium chloride. So this remedy was giving result for means curing the mastitis without anorexia. We can treat the same case with other remedies also, but we were finding this one remedy was so effective in treating this mastitis without anorexia, that came to 80% of the mastitis cases. So how easily we can treat the mastitis case? When we online also, many of our friends were calling, we were suggesting this, and it was giving good results. So non-anorectic mastitis, that is this Calimur mastitis, this before treatment and after treatment. So recurrent mastitis was also a very big headache for farmers. That is, every month the mastitis was treatment. Even if they are going for allopathic treatment, it will be a great expense for them, and it was repeating. So that is another approach, that it should be treated according to the constitution of the animal. That why that animal is getting repeated mastitis, because of some defect in the constitution of the animal. And how this constitution changed, that is maybe because of the management practices. So with homeopathic remedies, we could change the constitution, and this tendency of recurring mastitis can be stopped forever. So these are all some of the constitutional remedies that we used: Calcarea carb, Pulsatilla, Silesia, Sepia, and Calcarea fos. Mainly these 5 constitutions we could see in our dairy animals. In any of this, the animal will come in any of this category. So if we are able to identify the correct category and give the medicine accordingly, then the animal will, many other symptoms, many other problems which the animal was having will disappear with this one constitutional remedy. So reasons for failure in general. Why some cases homeopathy will not give you the expected results. What is the reason for that? So that can be, one can be improper selection of remedy. So if you are selecting the remedy, wrong selection can cause failure. Then toxemia that has set in has severely weakened the vital force. So if the vital force is not able to respond to the remedy, so homeopathy is an energy medicine. It is acting on the vital force, not in the physical level. So vital force, if it is so weak, and it has become, the animal has almost able to, means almost collapsed. In such cases also, some remedies work. That may be another other lines of management practices, means medicines are required. In such cases, if you are going with the routine management of mastitis, such cases may also fail. Improper administration of medicine. So I told, it is from the tongue, from the mucous membrane, it is absorbed. So it should be very pure, and there are some specific methods of administration of medicine. So that we need to, it's very easy, but we need to guide them, or we need to instruct them on this method. So if improper administration methods can also cause failure. So advantages, which are all this. So I am here just sharing how homeopathy can we can use homeopathy as a tool for effective treatment. So what are all the advantages? Cost effective. It is very minimum expense is there. Controls it controls the development of microbial resistance. That's our problem. So it will not cause any microbial resistance. So favors production of safe produce. There is no question of any food residue or residue in the dung and urine. So which that all contributes to the contribution to the organic food production. Safety measures are safeguarded. So very easy for administration. So I'm here now concluding this treatment method with homeopathy. Homeopathy is a reliable alternative option for the treatment of animals. It is cost effective. It is result wise also it is very effective, and administration is also effective. This system assures a stress-free treatment, stress-free for the animal, stress-free for the farmer also. veterinarians are to be trained with the different systems of therapy, not only homeopathy, as Punyamurthy sir was explaining, ethno-veterinary medicine. It's very effective. It is also very effective, but we should get proper training. We should be understanding how to use it. Then only we can apply it to the our animals. Like that, veterinary homeopathy also needs a proper training for using it effectively. We have not taken oath to favor any system of medicine. So if allopathy is also helping us, we can opt for it. But our system, we have not taken the oath not to favor any system of medicine, not homeopathy, not allopathy, not ethnopathy. We have taken the oath to protect the health of our livestock and public health, isn't it? So we need to select judiciously which system should be used for our their help. So thank you all of you. I will just go through the previous slides fast if we have time, so that you can just see what I explained. So I started from here. This is our oath, which we just reminding our context. So our context for any workshop or any such programs, healthy family, our spiritual needs should be satisfied, food, fiber, food, water and air should be pure, and good education. So our behavior to the environment should be in such a way that we should not hinder or destroy the natural system. So healthy landscapes, healthy food and fiber, healthy people, healthy planet. So farmer or a human being, means a person who is a decision maker, is influencing, that he's being influenced by his paradigms, and that is causing unintended or good these are all the unintended consequences due to our wrong decisions. Elephant in the room. What we can do? We are all facing this. We are all, each and every one of us are facing this. So we are not, means we are an environment, inside and outside. We are an environment. That mindset we should get. Then only we cannot, then only we will be able to take right decisions and right behavior, then only we can have. So this is only 10% ourselves, means our human cells, and 90 trillion microbial cells. So then we are killing, we are going to kill the bacteria with antibiotics, we are trying to kill the pest, we are trying to put chemical and contaminate our soil. All these things are due to our wrong paradigms, and then we are standing with the mask and don't know what to do. So from here, I could share the slides properly. So I'm very grateful to you, even though the participation is less, is recorded, it can be shared, and it can be, we can communicate with many people. And I should thank Subramanieshwari Madam for taking such a great initiative for promoting or improving our knowledge and taking such initiatives to help the community and help our veterinarians. So I will conclude here with all your blessings. Please forgive me for the shortcomings, and we will continue our learning and continue our discussions further in further coming up platforms. Thank you, one and all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the very much useful lecture. And sparing your time, though you are very much busy with your personal, as you informed, your son's marriage on 24th, but you could spare time based on our request. Attendance Zoom audience, most of the audience are in the YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah. Because in Zoom, to avoid the disturbance, we thought on suggestion, We
Yes.
have provided YouTube channel for the audience.
Yes, nice.
Madam, we are received some questions.
Ah.
What is the route of drug administration and dose rate for stage 1, 2, and 3?
Yes, that is route of administration and dosage is same for from a rat to elephant. It is that is the principle of homeopathy. That we need to learn homeopathy, then we will come to understand. That is minimum dose, law of minimum. Even one pill is enough for a dose. Actually, we will tell. We will think our mindset is allopathic mindset. No, so physical 5 milligram per kg body weight and all, that is not applicable to homeopathy. It is the law of minimum dose. How much ever the dilutions happens, the effect is more. Nanotechnology, it is. So you needn't bother about even the washing of a bottle that has kept contained the medicine is effective. We have experience with. And so regarding mode of administration, I explained it is from the mucous membrane. Even from the eye, you can, even from the vulva, even from the mouth, buccal mucous membrane, the medicine is absorbed. Even from the skin, it can get absorbed into the system. It's energy medicine. So by touch, even it is absorbable. So from mucous membrane, through mucous membrane, we usually advise to put in the mouth, corner of the mouth. Just put 4 pills. Some veterinarians, because we have both the mindset. So we will think they will give 15 ml and 20 globules. Not required at all. Just 1 pill is enough for the dose. Usually we were also giving 4 pills, but now we understand that even 1 pill is enough for a dose. So one more thing, I just want to means that I missed one point.
Madam,
So,
please.
This homeopathy and ethno-veterinary system, everything, we want to manage the condition. So if we manage the situation, manage the life, means how the cow and the calf, for example, for prevention is better than cure, isn't it? So preventing, how can we prevent mastitis? Mastitis is not at all an infectious disease. It is because of the accumulation of milk in the udder that enlargement happens and inflammation of the duct happens, and inflammation, that is the real cause. And how this happens? Because of the dairy industry, we are advising the farmers to separate the calf. That is the wrong thing. And sir was explaining it, and somebody was asking for the reference. So how a mammal function of an udder is to feed the calf or a young one. So what reference is needed to when you means put the cow and the calf together? So by putting, now we are as holistic veterinarians, we are purely on the prevention side or management, not on the treatment side. So we could eliminate mastitis from this any herd, means dairy herd, by keeping the cow and the calf together for 24 hours. Now, there is how for all the mammals, it is their birthright to be with the mother. And why for the calf, poor calf, with some document is needed to keep the calf with the cow. So it is because of, we know it's because of our industrialization. We are all tuned for that. It happened, but keeping the cow and the calf together, mastitis is gone forever. No mastitis thereafter. So that point I wanted to share with you.
One more question, ma'am.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of difference in treatment of cold and hot inflammation? Mastitis?
Once again, just pardon, repeat.
Is there any difference in treatment of cold and hot inflammation mastitis?
Yes. I told you, it is according, if you need to select the remedy according to if the udder is hot, then the remedy will be maybe, for example, I'll tell you, it may be belladonna. If it is cold, belladonna is not the remedy, maybe lachesis. Means I'm not just mentioning this is the remedy, it's the example I told. So accordingly, the observation of the veterinarian doctor is very important. And I told, I'll just give you an example. We need to learn more. We can learn more online or offline. We can learn these things. We can share means we can just give you our experience. Our experiences means so many years experience, just we can give in one word. For example, I told you mastitis with anorexia is only 17% or below 20%. Without anorexia is 80%. But we should not believe that the farmer, we'll ask the farmer whether the cow is taking feed. Then he may be saying, he might not have observed it recent, means that last minute observation, he also may be missing. So we should give the food, or even fodder or concentrate, and we should see and we should get convinced ourselves that whether the animal is feeding or not. That is our responsibility. Then only we can go for the remedy. So our observation is very much important, and if our observation goes wrong, then the remedy will not work. If our observation is right, it will be faster than anything. So I will give you one example. Do you have time, ma'am?
Okay, ma'am.
Time? Just one example I will give. I was working in Guruvayur Devaswam for a short period because there was no doctor there. So I just went for a service and I worked there for 3 months. At that time, FMD outbreak happened there. So I could, 800, more than 1,000 animals were there. 800 animals were affected with FMD. It started from one bull shed and it spread to all the animals there. So I got a great opportunity to manage that condition with only homeopathy. So that came into a paper and it was very convincing to the university when we were pleading for the course. So that is another story. So in that at that time, one bull was not responding to treatment. And so all were giving, we were giving as mouth sprays only, not touching. We were not touching any animal, only sprays. Only one doctor, myself, and 2 LIs were there. So they will go and spray. Like animals were tied from center, they will go spray. Like that. That was the administration method, no touching. So one bull was not responding. So I was very much, every morning I'll be coming running and see whether it has gone or what. So one day I saw one symptom. Such one day morning I saw that dung bolus was coming out and it was just residing. Means it was not coming out, falling. It was just going in only. Just one ball of dung. So then it clicked me and I just went and took one remedy and gave. In a syringe, I took one drop and I gave it to the mouth. The very next day, that animal became absolutely normal. And the main symptom was salivation. It was not taking feed, salivation. One bucket full of saliva will be in front of the animal in the morning. It was standing only, not taking any feed. But other animals were taking moderate quantity of feed with all the symptoms, but they were not going down. This one, aged one also. So with that one remedy, that animal was cured. That is the beauty of homeopathy. So many instances are there. So we will be, as a veterinarian, we will be very much proud and we will be happy to have such a result, isn't it? So that is why I was sharing this with you. So in that, one more thing I will tell you, in that incident of FMD, not even a calf died. Even a 15-day-old calf was there. nothing happened. No casualty, no mortality, 100%. All this are recorded because that is in a Guruvayur Devaswam Goshala. So everything is recorded, and all the medicines, not even a single antibiotic, anti-inflammatory, nothing was used. Everything sent back. And I went to the government homeopathic hospital through one of my friend, and she was a nice doctor. I met her, and they gave me bottles of even 500 ml bottles of medicines they gave with the consent of their district officer. So I was treating with homeopathy alone, and not even a single casualty. So this is the beauty of homeopathy. We can do wonders. So why we should go for other option? Like Ethno sir was convinced with his experience regarding ethno-veterinary medicine. So alternative systems are powerful and effective, and it is useful also. That is what I
Madam,
was.
one more question. What is the best medicine for cold fibrosed udder?
So this type of questions, why it is coming, it's not the other symptoms also we should consider. I cannot tell you means like that. Maybe Phytolacca, maybe Calcarea floor, maybe Calcarea fos. All the symptom picture we should get. So that day also doctors were asking about remedies, but at that time you just make me a call. Give me, I will ask you how all these symptoms, then I can tell you a remedy. That is
Madam,
the easy method.
please announce your mobile number, ma'am.
Yes. It's our duty. It's our responsibility. So you can do it. No problem.
No, please give your mobile number, ma'am. Now itself.
Okay, 9947 554677. 9947 554677. Either of us, either myself or my husband, Dr. Srikumar, will try to attend whichever call comes, and we will try to give our service.
Okay, madam.
Sure.
So may I say something?
Sir,
Yes,
please.
yes.
Dr. Srikala ma'am, it is a wonderful presentation you made. Actually, this kind of information is very much needed. In organic animal husbandry, everybody blames that how you are going to treat the animals. First thing is that prevention is better than cure. All basic condition, if you are nicely meeting and you are meeting the housing requirement, feeding requirement, everything, health problems will be already very less. Secondly, then systematically we have to go from the locally available cheapest alternative, which is proven one. We have to move to Ayurvedic, then Unani medicine, then we have to go to homeopathic. Up to the allopathic is the last resort. It's not that allopathic is totally banned in organic animal husbandry. It is allowed, but under certain conditions and some restrictions are there.
Yes.
So, but the homeopathy is still not that much accepted because of the lack of the evidence. What you provided, you are saying that there is evidence there. That kind of a documentation is very important. Same kind of particular situation you did this thing. If it is properly recorded,
Yes.
and if you are publishing it, it will be very much useful.
Yes,
Because
yes.
then people will not go resort to the allopathic, because it is before the allopathy we move into, then we can look into these proven remedies under homeopathy. And that if you are able to publish some document later on based on your field experiences and systematic research done, maybe in some collaboration with some research institutes, that kind of work can be taken up. Say, for example, if you are saying something, it works. It works, people will believe only when some systematic research has been done. Now, Ayush and something on this homeopathic departments, they may sponsor a lot of research how this homeopathic medicine can be used in animal treatment for different kind of diseases. You are having a lot of practical experience. It is really useful for the those who are propagating organic animal husbandry. Really grateful. It was nice listening to you. Thank you very
Yes.
much, ma'am. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Can I reply for this, sir?
So, okay, on time maybe there, but you can briefly reply also.
Yes, sir. What you what requirement you told is already there, sir. We have everything, whatever I told our first, even from 2000 onwards, it is recorded.
Yeah.
And in 2001, 2002, there was a presentation in NDDB. So that time itself, it was documented and presented there. Then in
Good.
Kerala, there is a society for charitable society for holistic veterinary medicine, CSHVM. There is a society there. Now it is international, means in this all out of Kerala also, all other states it has spread. And Dr. Poshak Patel is the president of this society. We are all executive members of this society, and we are doing systematic and proper documentation and publishing. Everything we are doing here. And Andhra Pradesh, there is Karnataka chapter is there. In all states, chapters are there. Cinder.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Why I am saying,
Yes.
because the Western researcher and Western world, they
Yes,
don't
we-
accept so easily Ayurvedic and homeopathic system even.
that will be there, sir.
They don't.
Because
But if you are coming up with the evidence and
Yes.
showing them, we can prove it works. This
Yes,
is what the
we are-
challenge. We have to work in that direction.
yes,
Thank
yes, yes.
Madam, thank you so much, Dr. Srikala Madam.
Thank you.
Response accepting and joining us and clarifying the doubts also. Now, Dr. Ramesh.
Yes, ma'am.
Please put on Dr. Devaki and Dr. Jagdishwari.
Yes.
This one,
Yes.
this webinar is, I'm happy. Thank you all the participants for joining us. This being organized by the AP State Chapter of Indian Association of Women Veterinarians and life members of Indian Association of Women Veterinarians and extension faculty from Karnataka, Dr. Jagdishwari. She is Professor of Veterinary Extension. Dr. Devaki. She is Associate Professor of Extension from Tanvas, and Dr. Ruchi Singh, Assistant Professor from Nanaji Deshmukh Jabalpur Veterinary College. And from our department, myself, Dr. Subramanyeshwari, Dr. Sirisha, and Dr. Ramesh. This is all collective work. Now I request Dr. Ramesh to propose vote of thanks.
Yes, madam. Thank you, madam. And good afternoon, dear madams and sirs, participants. As we came to closure of the webinar on organic production and healthcare systems, on the occasion of World Veterinary Day 2024, it's an honor to propose the vote of thanks to all and who helped in making this event resounding success. And successful culmination of this webinar owes much to the guidance and support of our HOD Subramanyeshwari madam and faculty Dr. P. Shirisha madam and MPS Thomas sir, and event coordinators Dr. V. Jagadishwari madam and K. Devaki madam and Dr. Ruchi Singh madam. And also thank all the distinguished speakers Dr. Mahesh Chandra sir and Professor Punyamurthy sir and Dr. Sashikala madam for accepting our invitation and giving valuable time and sharing their knowledge in conducted IAWV AP chapter in collaboration with veterinary extension teaching faculty from different state veterinary universities. I am very glad that it got huge response. And I would like to express profound gratitude to our associate dean, Dr. PVS Kishore sir, and today's in charge associate dean, Dr. P. Anand Kumar sir, for permitting us to this collaboration and organization of webinar from Department of Veterinary and Animal Husbandry Extension Education. I would like to extend my thanks to our guest, IAWV President Dr. Madhuswami Madam for sharing their valuable thoughts regarding World Veterinary Day and regarding this webinar. Finally, I thank all the participants who has participated overwhelmingly with great interest, making this event successful. Thank you one and all, and thank you, Madam, for giving this opportunity for vote of thanks. Thank you, all the guest speakers and guests. Thank you.
Thank you all. We are closing. Thank you, coordinators.
Thank you.
Dr.
Thank you,
Devaki,
ma'am.
Dr. Jagdishwari.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
So all women extension faculty from the south, Ruchi Singh couldn't join because she is on some election duty.
Congratulations to Dr. Subramanyaswari for this wonderful webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It's all with my team we could make it, sir.
Good.
Dr. Sirisha, Dr.
Good.
Ramesh, Dr. Devaki, Dr. Jagadishwari,
Good.
and with your good wishes, sir.
Congratulations to all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, bye to all. Thank you.
Thank you, Punyamurthy, sir.
Okay. we'll
Thank you,
meet-
sir. We will meet again
Oh,
directly.
Sure,
Yes.
sure, sure. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Yes.